Would you do that? Would you do a reality TV show? Knowing how you are as a person and knowing how reality TV can
I'm
get.
too private for that.
I would let my wife do it.
You let your wife do reality TV?
I would let my wife do it.
Why?
Because
So go on one of them couple go on one of them couple shows or some shit like that.
No. See, I said I would let my wife do it.
Okay.
There was a point where.
So what about you go on one of them?
Kardashian was the thing, right? Kanye was still a person when they were married. He would appear sometimes, but he would do whatever the fuck he want, and that would be me. I pop up whatever the fuck I want and do whatever the fuck I want. I pop up on BT smoking a spliff on TV. They had to blur my whole hand out.
Like, nigga, I'm not on contract.
Yeah, I'm not on contract. Fuck y'all. I don't need y'all money. It's my wife's show.
I think I want to do it. I want to do a reality TV. I would love.
Nah,
to do
you'll
it.
be.
I think I'll be good for one.
You would be great for one.
I think I'll be great for one. I have a big.
You have the personality.
I have a great personality.
TV.
Yeah, I do. It's authentic as fuck.
Oh, Shane would be the nigga on a reality TV show like.
Yo,
like he would be like Flavor Flav was how genuine Flavor Flav was on Flavor of Love. Yeah, boy. And at times he'd be pissed the fuck off, and niggas that shit make great TV.
Yo, that's what would be the best. My angry moments, bro. I don't know why, but I feel like everybody get a kick out of me being angry. Everybody finds it funny.
I think you would make your best moments in the car.
While I'm driving?
Yo, my nigga.
In traffic?
You gotta know this nigga when he's driving. And the words he say, I don't think people use those insults no more.
Coast. All my niggas, we coastin'. High grade, we smoking. On the highway, we rollin'. Crack a bottle, we toastin'.
Oh, welcome to Weed and Whiskey Podcast. Best motherfucking podcast coming out of CT. This is this man's third fucking time here, honestly, dog.
This is just family.
He absolutely need no introduction. I feel like every room he walks in, you just know, who he is, not just off the music, but you know the fucking clothing, man. You either wearing it, your man's already wearing it, your girl probably wearing it, the kids probably fucking wearing it.
I don't think I've ever seen this man not wear it.
You got to put that shit on.
I don't think I've ever seen.
And it was fine, nigga. The fits be so fly.
Mm-hmm.
We got to, man.
Fits be so fly. It's like the streetwear a lot of people love, my nigga.
It's that drip.
I love that, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
We got a man who need no introduction, but I'm introducing him and tell him we got Joe Banga, the creator of 1990 something in the building, dog.
Appreciate y'all.
I think you gotta say 1990 something.
It's something.
Yeah. You gotta say it like that with that little twist.
Yeah, you can't put the G on it.
Nah, it's slang, urban.
Yeah, 1990 something. Yeah. No, welcome back, man. Shit, dog.
Yo, thank y'all for having me, man.
We halfway in the summer, my nigga, and the fashion is just as hot as the weather, dog. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Exhausted, a little bit burnt out, overwhelmed with shit, but you know,
doing a lot.
That's part of the business. Hell yeah, but it's best to stay productive. That's a good thing.
What does a lot consist of for you lately that you can give out?
A lot?
Yeah. What does that a lot look like for you now?
Exactly what it sounds like. A lot. Just traveling, just planning, booking, creating.
Creating is important.
So, all right. So we had a conversation.
Staying creative is important.
Speaking of that, right? We had a conversation earlier. This was off air, and we were talking about the difference between, like, you know, us being talent and you managing your own company, being like clothing. I don't think we ever spoke on that part. Like, you know what I mean? You are the man that
does every
fucking thing for yourself.
Everything.
But
because it's like I don't want to wait.
But is there like in your space, is there a point where you get to where you have to have that? Where you have to have somebody else do the work?
I have to have that now, but I don't. So it's like, without somebody to do, I got to make this work. I got to thug it out. So I'm thugging it out till I find real, genuine people with no hidden agendas, no intentions. Because the brand is already kind of like up, is being known. I'm grateful for that. I'm blessed. So it's like, I just need people that got good intentions in my corner and not trying to use me and what I got going on to their leverage. I mean, they could use, everybody's here to be used to a certain extent, feel me?
Facts.
We're not taking advantage of.
Be used, especially when it's somebody you can be useful to.
Nah, facts, yo. My boy walked out my house one day and said, "Yo, bro, use me, but don't use me." And I'm like, "What?"
Facts.
Don't abuse. Use me, but don't take advantage. Yeah, and that shit always stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, what's the point of having a friend who can put you in a position and somebody don't take.
They don't open that door or throw that alley oop. You feel me?
To me, like sense. I think there shouldn't always be a bad connotation to the word use. Like that's the thing. People like to only.
But as soon as you hear that word, it's like,
It's like a bad.
yeah, you like,
that's why I've
what?
learned to flip my perspective on a lot of shit, and I realize everything is a coin. There's two sides to everything.
But there's a reason why millionaires don't hang out with other millionaires because all their friends is millionaires.
I mean,
like yo, they put their friends in positions to hang around them and do the same shit. Because at the while, I'm not paying for you to do the shit, nigga. Here, have this opportunity. I got you. Let's do something together and let's prosper.
And no man should want to feel like they should live off their friends anyway.
Nah,
that's not as a man. That's not a trait.
As a man, yeah,
that's weird.
See, I don't even. That's like me. I don't even like to ask none of my boys and none of my friends really for anything.
If you can
so
go
I do whatever
I
can.
Go, I just do, you know.
I try to compensate for when I do ask. When I do ask, it's something I come along with. I'm not about to just keep using my friends and not giving them nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, son, in return, I need to compensate you, whether it's a fit, whether it's gas money, whether it's something,
something,
facts.
Man, cause shit ain't nothing out here free, nigga, including my effort and time, bitch.
That's a fact.
That's why the most expensive thing, to be real, my effort and my time.
Time is the only thing you can not
that's
get back.
That's what I feel like a lot of people be doing is wasting time. Like I don't have time to waste.
I don't, nigga. Nigga too old for this shit, bro. Life ain't stopping.
A lot of people
just
just like, for an example, you could just talk about an idea right now, and it'll take you months to get that idea done. Nah, as soon as I talk about that idea, the next day I'm on it.
Listen,
Pause.
my girl have a problem with me with that sometimes, cause like I say I want to do something, and like 2 days later I have an Amazon shipment or something ready to do it.
You got to be like that, bro.
Like that's me. To me, it might not be all the way played out yet, and I might not have all the pieces to the puzzle together yet. But
that means
I have an idea, and I won't know what the pieces I'm missing until I start doing the work.
But at least you're putting that first foot forward. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people take a lot of time for that foot to even go forward and make any actions or whatever the case. Yeah, me too. I'll take that risk.
But I don't look at that failure no more. I look at it as how do I fit what's missing? That's literally what it is. Because there's something missing. Is this? What is it?
What was your biggest failure?
My biggest failure? Biggest failure. I never really had no biggest failure. I had little bumps in the road, but it wasn't nothing I couldn't come back from or learn from. I don't think I have any like real failures.
You never so you never had a moment where you were like, damn, I should have never did that.
I have a lot of those moments. I have a lot of those moments, but it ain't to the point where it killed me, or you get what I'm saying? It just stopped anything I got going on because I always just push forward.
So you'll never admit to. So do you have failures?
Hell yeah, everybody. I'm not perfect. Hell
what was
yeah.
your biggest one? I mean, to your brand.
All right.
Because I don't.
All right.
Because
So
with certain people, my fault. But with certain people, it's like I think there's a overconfidence with the word failure. But that's why I like to use it, because failure is a word it's harsh. It's like, bro,
it's reality check.
I done lost. But some people be like, no, it's just a lesson.
I done lost thousands of dollars, man, on thinking something was gonna go, thinking something was gonna come back right, and I just took the risk and lost a lot of money. And luckily, I had money on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I always got a plan B. So if this big thing fails, I got something to kind of like, you know what I mean? Even if
back
it's kind of in a sense. I'm always like that. I've always been like that.
But do you feel like thinking like that comes with maturity and experience?
Always.
Yeah, because that's not something a lot of people have built into them right away.
I see a lot of growth in me in the maturity as well. Like, I came from me just being a young, wild knucklehead, just doing all this and doing all over the place, and not really, I was really stagnated, and I was really a follower. You get what I'm saying? I was really just following what my peoples and what they were doing and all that, and I'm like, I had to really step back and, you know what I'm saying, as crazy as it sounds, I talk to myself. I be like, yo, Joe, why you doing that offy shit, bro? Like, man, what you mean? This ain't true.
That's a crazy thing to admit right there.
Like,
to say you was a follower.
I was a follower.
Nigga, I was a follower of my damn self, too.
Nigga, me too. But a lot of niggas won't admit that. A lot of niggas will be like, nah, nigga, I led the way.
Follower, nigga.
In order to be a great leader, you have to follow. Everybody that's a leader, bro, followed at one point. Regardless if they followed in a bad way or regardless if they followed in a positive way.
It's identifying it.
Yeah, it's just you gotta be transparent and know what's up. You gotta be in tune with yourself before anything. I don't care about none of this. I'm in tune with myself. I go home and I sleep comfortable at night. You know what I'm saying I don't want to be nobody else. I don't want to be like nobody else. I want to be like me.
All right, so At what point do somebody become an OG
Someone becomes an OG.
and be recognized in the community as an OG?
First, they got to do stuff for the community. They got to uplift the community. They got to uplift. They just got to put. It's years, bro. It's years to become an OG. Because to become an OG, you had to be a young knucklehead, and you had to go through all the negative stuff, and you had to like have that background of failure, and have that. It's just.
He came from something.
Yeah, he has to come from like ground zero from the mud. Like you really see the transition. Like this person really got it from the mud.
Though?
No, for me, I don't feel like.
It's a stat. It's a
Because you could be a, I don't want to say old head, but you could be an old head with no knowledge. You have to
You're
be.
an old head.
You have to have.
You're not an OG, you're
I
old
feel like
head.
an OG. I feel like an OG has a lot of knowledge. An OG been through a lot of situations.
have
An OG
experience.
can guide you and make you skip some of the steps of the struggle. You get what I'm saying?
The
in a
OGs
sense?
are
So,
wise men.
Yeah, very wise and just they were very humble. And they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, make you a crash dummy. They're not gonna send you on a crash dummy
That's
mission.
what old heads do.
So you feel like being an OG?
Yeah.
You feel like humility is required to be an OG?
Of course, that's just it's required in life. You have to feel that at one point.
I think as you go through life puts you through that anyway. Like you can't.
Of course.
Like I mean, there are certain old people who are like assholes and shit like that. But most of them are assholes because they've been through some shit and they just tired of it.
I get that,
But that's a humble way of being just you.
I
guess.
get that, but then there's Jamaicans.
Alright, you debunked everything I just. Alright, yeah.
You silly as hell.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
Like that contradicts all of that.
Shout out to that. Matter of fact, you know what? That's funny.
Shout out to my Jamaicans, man.
I had my first viral comment the other day.
What about what?
Somebody said there's no more confident people than Jamaicans, and I'm like, yeah. You could tell if you give the chance a Jamaican mechanic, he'll do heart surgery,
Yo.
and confidently will do it.
Yeah.
Yo, facts. Like he knew exactly what he was doing.
Man,
From
yo,
the very beginning.
but done, yo, man, don't worry about that.
You want to know what makes this true?
What?
The next time you're somewhere and you see a Jamaican, that's a real Jamaican, ask them for directions. That will prove that point.
They gonna tell you directions to nowhere.
Bro, they directions
gonna-
be so detailed.
They gonna get you somewhere.
They gonna get you somewhere.
It might not be where you
They
wanna go.
better than Siri.
Yeah, exactly. You might not be where you want it, but it's gonna get you somewhere.
Now you're gonna get lost after the third left because he gonna tell you about everything on the street. There's a pink house and then a red house right there, and then a
Have you
tree.
seen the Kajana house?
Yeah.
Don't pass the Kajana house. No, you go too far.
The white fire hydrant. You
gone
can't take
too
a left
far,
here. Don't
bitch.
take a right.
Oh man, I heard. I believe one of the perfect companions for a Jamaican is a Puerto Rican or a Spanish woman. Outside of a Jamaican. Outside of a Jamaican.
I ain't never heard of that, but
You don't think they make good couples? A Jamaican.
yeah, I done seen great couples.
They make great couples. Want to know why?
Yeah,
My mother
Two
dated a
fucking crazy
Jamaican.
people together, bro.
I had a stepfather that was Jamaican.
Was he crazy?
Nah, hell no. He was
cool?
cool as shit.
All right.
He actually, ain't- to be honest, without him, I wouldn't even be doing the music.
For real?
Word?
Yeah, he was a producer and an engineer. He had his own studio. He had a matter of fact, he did a lot of work with Paper Boys, Diamond Guns, The Champ. I'm talking about I was kind of like raised with this CT music type shit. You know what I'm
It was in
saying?
your house.
Nah, not even in the house. He had his own studio, like the spot. You remember where Stage East was? I don't know if you remember where Stage East was.
Nigga,
Yeah,
I'm only 31.
stay-
I'm 30, bro.
You feel me? I
And I
go.
wasn't even born here.
I
Is there
go.
a newer club that you could tell me about or something? Is that a club?
Yeah, that used to be a club in East Hartford. I used to be young, sneaking in that club and getting drinks, and that club was lit. It was called Stage East. So Stage East had a little a stairwell that you go all the way up, and that's where his studio was, bro. So we had shout out to Guns Bands now. He was there. The Champ. I don't know if you guys heard of the Champ before. He was big in Hartford. Paper Boys. What's that dude name? Peso.
I've heard of
Yeah.
Paper Boys before. I know.
Paper Boys, Peso, Diamond Guns, The Champ. Yeah, so he produced for a lot of them, and he recorded a lot of them at the studio. You know what I mean, so I was always there as a little kid, just seeing that happen, and I was like, yo, this what I want to do.
I think it's funny that a Jamaican started hip hop and a Jamaican influenced your music.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I swear, and I love Jamaican food, bro. I swear, that's my favorite food.
What's your favorite Jamaican food to eat? Like your go-to dish,
My
something you fuck up no matter what.
Rice and peas, cabbage, and stewed chicken.
Stewed chicken.
Yeah, stewed chicken.
I know you disagree with this,
Festival
but
too.
this
Festival
festival is
fire.
better than everybody else, right? But mine's a jerk chicken, right? Because immediately if I see a jerk chicken is wet, I'm gonna throw it back in your face.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was in Jamaica and I had some whack jerk chicken too, though.
You know what I would say to that? Honestly, if your jerk chicken isn't charred enough, I'm throwing it back in
I
your
see,
face.
that's
If it's wet, come to me with soup, jerk chicken, and you made it in the oven. Don't come
That
to
shit
me
look
with
light skinned
Nah,
I
as
don't
fuck.
want that shit, bro. Don't give me
I
no
ain't
fucking
gonna.
jerk
Yeah,
chicken
hold
in the
on.
oven, bro.
My to
That's
go
not
to
jerk
plate.
chicken.
Yeah.
Jerk chicken in the oven is not jerk chicken.
If you
Yo,
don't-
my to go to plate that I forgot about when I was younger. When matter of fact, when I was in Hartford High, I used to go to right there, the Island Cuisine on Farmington, and I used to get the white rice with the curry goat.
Ooh,
I used to love curry goat.
that's a
Curry
good
goat.
combination. White rice and curry
curry
goat is
goat,
the best
fire.
combination. You don't eat curry with no rice and peas.
And you gotta add the plantain in there too.
Yeah,
Forgot about
ooh,
the
with the
plantains.
side?
Yeah,
All right,
plantain.
let's see how Jamaican you really was, right? Did you put the avocado with it?
To be honest, bro, like I be iffy about avocado. I kind of like it, and I like it sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I dice it
But
up,
with the right meal,
salt, pepper on it, and you know what I'm saying.
the right
like,
meal, and you get like a you got a fork, fork.
I just
right?
feel like sometimes it don't taste like nothing.
but it tastes like what you eat it with. That's what I'm saying. With the right meal,
Yeah. Nah, it's busting though.
yeah,
It's
with the
busting.
right meal, with
As
a little
I-
salt and
As
some,
I got
a little
older,
salt on
yeah.
that.
As I got older, I started to like
Yeah,
it.
put a little salt on that. I
Yeah.
bet you taste like something then,
Nah,
bitch.
facts.
Hell yeah.
have you ever went somewhere with somebody and they eat like a child?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I
All
grew
the
up with
time.
some. I grew
of
up
my
with some.
boys. I'm like, God damn.
I
Baby,
grew up
what
with
you
somebody who
doing,
got
bro?
food on the back of
Chicken
this.
nuggets, bro. We had an Italian restaurant, bro.
Yeah, my boy. That's like my
Okay, I would say this.
my boy.
The only way to
man.
defend it is when you go to somewhere new and you iffy. The best thing you can do.
Nah,
is
you can stay neutral.
Yeah.
Order what you know.
if they fuck that up, you can't try nothing else.
Yeah, so
That'd be
That's the
yo, my
rule.
boy was like that, bro. I said, yo, you eat like my son, bro. My son, Homer eat just the burger
Chicken
with just
tenders
the
and a
burger
burger in
with
front of
patties,
us.
bro. Nothing. I'm like, yo, bro, this dry ass burger, bro. How you
put some ketchup on that.
you feel me? How you eating
You ever
this
seen
dry
somebody
ass
who eat
burger,
pizza
bro?
With no sauce or with no cheese?
That's why. Yeah, my daughter does that. but
Nah, I eat it with the white
sauce.
sauce.
No, that's sick.
Huh? You don't like the white
I
sauce?
don't like the white sauce.
The white sauce is fire. It
Nah.
depends on who you get it from.
I'm too pro black for the white sauce.
The white sauce fire. Yo, you silly as hell, bro. This dude, yo.
I gotta draw the line
Yo,
somewhere.
you crazy. That white sauce busting. You gotta try it, man. I'm a foodie.
Honestly, yo, I've never had that shit before.
I did.
That shit gas, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I would say this. When I'm frost, the spinach pizza be busting, my nigga.
I never mind. I did have it.
Yo, that
Spinach
spinach
fire, too.
yes.
Spinach pizza. is
Yes,
fire.
bro. It's something about that
Spinach
shit
fire.
be
Spinach
lit.
definitely fire.
I love that. All right, so because I need another lighter.
Bro got that pack.
So because you 1990 something, I want to also make this episode like I remember to the 90s, honestly, because a lot of us was molded from the 90s. Our personalities, if you ever experienced in that era as a conscious age, a lot of us were molded in the 90s. We remember a lot of things, and honestly, we were spoiled by the 90s when it comes to a lot
Hell
of
yeah.
things as well.
Well,
Too.
we don't realize. I didn't realize it till now
To me,
that we were spoiled.
this is one of the things that I feel like we were most spoiled with in the 90s, bro. When somebody pop up at your house that you actually wanted to see, that you haven't spoke to in a while.
But people just popped up.
Because we didn't have cell phones to just, you can't just be
Yeah.
walking down the street, you're in the neighborhood, and you just hit your friend up like, yo, you home? No, you just got to go home and knock on the fucking door.
You gotta go knock on his door, ride
Yeah.
your bike. You feel me? Ride your bike over there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's
Like,
see if he over there.
I miss all that, man.
I miss that,
Yeah.
bro. Like that feeling of seeing somebody that you wanted to see the whole time. Like, yeah, niggas, let's go outside.
Yo, you remember when you ain't have to type in area codes to dial numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, remember the old shit with the hope with the
I would not. Yeah,
Damn, you
I'm
ain't
dirty.
yeah.
You talking about the dial?
The dial, you
I
got
think
every
we had one in
number.
the house, but
I never
was
had
not-
to. I never
Every
got the
number
chance to
with
do
the
that.
with the long ass
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
cord.
Yeah, I had a house phone with a long cord.
Yeah,
I had
Yeah,
one.
we all did that.
Put cord out.
Yeah, but we had
Or
the
worse,
numbers.
that when you can't be on the phone and the internet at the same time. That dial up.
Yeah, that dial up. Yeah,
That
yeah.
dial up.
That dial up was different.
Yeah, nigga. It's either one or the other.
See, but that's another thing too, man. With this era, man, they spoiled with this technology. Like when I was back in my, I don't even want to make it seem like I'm an old hat, but back in my day, man, we had to really be outside to have a name. Like you really had to be outside doing what you say.
You got to be making a name for yourself in real life.
Yeah, but you could now. It's like my bad to cut you off, bro, but I feel like nowadays, bro, you could just be behind the keyboard and be whoever you want to be.
Anybody. You can create a face.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
and it be lit.
it's a lot of those, and you could be trolling, and you not that.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So
But
it's
bro,
like,
a lot of the things that I think so like for our generation, right? For our generation, they kind of capitalize on like sugary snacks and fucking unhealthy shit. Like that's the 90s and 2000s.
Same shit.
The capitalization of processed
yeah,
food.
they definitely
right?
wasn't going to the gym like they doing now,
Right?
and doing all these
Yeah.
gym
But that's
videos.
because the people of our age are realizing, like, oh shit, all they did was feed us bullshit this whole time.
Hell yeah.
So now what I'm thinking is, or not even what I'm thinking, I've heard this a few times, and after I think about it, like, yo, the kids of now might be the same way when it comes to the internet. When they get older,
that is their sugar.
when they get older, this is their sugar, this is their addiction right now. But when they get older and they get to our age right now, they're gonna be looking at it like, man, what the fuck are we doing? And there might be a revolution of motherfucking people going outside like we ain't never seen.
You gonna
before.
see what's the new next best thing when them years come. You gonna be like, oh, you feel me?
Like, think about when COVID happened, right? When COVID happened, yeah, we were stuck on the internet, but when we got a chance to go outside, niggas was.
I feel like
Bro.
I feel like that was the best thing to happen.
I love
I
COVID.
felt like COVID actually
restarted the world to a degree.
it did, and it made you see who was really a hustler,
Yeah.
who really can survive that. Who, you know, everybody was a hustler when COVID because they had the stimulus checks, they was burning money and all that. But when that faded and the smoke cleared, you really see who was really
doing something.
Yeah, facts. Because, you know, people went crazy. People went crazy, especially people that don't know what to do with money and never really had that type of money and have that income coming in every week.
That's one of my biggest fears.
That's crazy.
To be able to get a big check, a large amount of money that I've never seen before, and not know what to do with it. That's a huge fear of mine.
And mine
I don't. To be honest with mine, I don't think it would be.
I think mine would be my fault.
No, you good. You good. I don't.
I think.
Go. Do your thing, bro.
I told you I took that shot. Now I feel crazy right now. So, but I think more of mine would be. It's just like I would feel more insecure about it if I got it if I didn't earn it. So say when this podcast takes off and we could get a $3 million check. We earned that shit, nigga.
I wasn't even aiming that high. I was gonna say 100,000.
I was gonna say 100 million, but I aimed lower.
I love,
so
I love the way you think.
Shit,
I
fuck
think
that.
Like
Nigga,
I'm
fuck
saying
that.
like for me, I feel like I don't think that would be a problem because I'm doing a clothing brand now, and I'm, you know, I learned money management, and money discipline. So with you having this business, I know if I sit down here and I fuck up all this bread, it's over. It's a wrap. I ain't got nothing unless I want to keep just kicking in out of my own pocket.
Facts.
Nah, I'm at the point where it's
How do you
working
make
for
the product
itself.
pay for itself?
Exactly.
Well,
So
my thing is, if say you hit the lottery one day, 100 million.
I don't think I invest. I'm not.
I know, but
Hold-
see, that's
hold
my
on.
thing, right? A lot of people say, yeah, invest.
But
But
I
what if
seen.
you don't know how? What's the first step? Like, where do you go to teach yourself
I would
how
say-
to invest?
Try to find. I mean, that's a good question.
Because that's what everybody love throwing the word invest around.
You better call that lady.
Well, invest is also. Invest,
I don't know that lady.
All right, so
whoever
I
that
say it like
lady
this,
is.
right? Invest is also to invest in something is also taking a risk. So just think about what you was thinking about back in the day when you didn't have the bread. Like, oh, if I had this, I would do this and do that, and then just bring them ideas to life.
Because that's what I'm saying. I have a teeter tot between, do you invest in like stocks and bonds, or do you invest in yourself?
You
I
split it.
definitely IRA, stocks and bonds. If you know the
Keep
wrong
shit.
shit,
You keep
definitely
that's
gotta
gonna
have
be secure.
that.
Fuck that.
That's automatic. That's,
then you go
that's,
crazy.
That's
But then
without
there's
you even having the
But
money. You're
there's
supposed
people
to
like
be.
me who believe they nothing more automatic than me, regardless if I fail or not. I just trust myself that much that I want to find a venture that can invest into me, that's gonna bring that financial worthwhile I'm looking for. Like I don't. It is.
It's a lot, but
I'm also at a point in life where, nigga, there's only one fucking life. How am I gonna live it? That's true to me.
But say you got 10 bands, right? You take 5,000 invested in stocks and bonds, and then you take 5,000 invested in yourself.
you could do that too.
Yeah, but then now.
But you could split it through different.
I
in
get
different
that.
avenues,
I get
in different
that,
ways. But what I'm saying,
I
is
also
split
want
it.
to have fun with too, nigga. Like I can't be depressed.
but that's part of the
To be
the shit that come with the bread and all that. You have to decide. You have to learn and be disciplined and know when to have fun and when it's time to have fun and when to be like, bet I'm gonna skip this. That's what a lot of people don't.
I get that.
Cause this ain't going nowhere, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like when I tell my boys when we doing all these events and all that, and I didn't know how the Jada event was gonna go, and I didn't know how this event was gonna go, and this event and some events be better than others, and it leads to other things. So I don't really know. But at the end of the day, it's like you got to know when to back out and be like, nah, bro, I can't do this one. I'll catch you on the next one. A lot of people don't know, and that's why they just keep spending money, splurging. That's when you just. What are you doing? Yeah, exactly. You're giving more than you got, and then you're just like a hamster running around in a wheel. Right. You're stuck.
I got a personal
and
question.
Wonder why. You feel me? Wondering why, like, oh, why this ain't happening for you? Why this ain't happening for you?
Because you're not making the moves.
You're not disciplined.
You're not making the strategic moves.
You want to indulge all the time. Life, you know what I'm saying? Life is about moderations, bro. You have to do things in moderation. I feel.
No, you do.
My personal question, real quick, is when you're going to events and you want to like give somebody like a shirt or something like that, how do you determine somebody's size?
I'd use it to be honest. I'll ask them.
You just dead up ask?
I'll dead up ask. I'm like, yo, what's the size? Pull up to the table, or they give me their size right there. I go to the table, see something that I think that they would like, and you feel me?
Okay. Because I noticed you gifted I seen Jada got gifted the shorts that was tributed to.
Nah, you know, funny story, right? You know how that came about that I knew his size. Shout out to my bro Hartford Poe. Big Mike was doing an event where Jada Kiss was coming through to a studio, and he allows you to. He's listening to like 2 or 3 of your songs. So Big Mike ended up giving me the wrong sizes. He was saying like double X, and I brought every size but the size that he was. So he got no merch that day. So you know, Poe did his.
Give to somebody else.
Yeah, Poe did his thing. You know what I'm saying? We left whatever. But now look at how the universe works.
Yeah.
So now I kept the size in my head already, and I'm like, you know what? Next time
that one worked out.
It's gonna be a next time. Cause I asked him, I said, yo, what size is you? He said medium. I'm like,
damn. The one size that nigga.
I had large, XL, everything. You know what I'm saying? Butter medium. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I kept that always in my head, and I said
next time, nigga.
And that was years ago. That was like a 4 or 5 year gap. So it's like sometimes you just gotta wait.
Yo, bro, you know so.
And the universe works.
You know what's so crazy about this? This is a side note, right? This is a movie for kids called Inside Out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
I told my son to see that.
It's a core memory, bro. This nigga kept that in his head for years and said, bro, I am never letting that go. And the little people in his head said, yo, I'm holding on to this little ball of memory right here.
And I gave him my personal, that was my personal peer.
Young kids without telling me your peer.
Well, bro, I be thinking about that shit like that.
He learns it.
Yo, bro, that was my personal peer in the plastic. Like, still in the that's my size.
So you have to make sure he had these.
So I'm like, I don't know. I was just looking through clothes and looking through my packages and what I got. And I seen them, and I'm like, hold up. We doing that event on the 20th. It don't make no more sense. Like if I don't do this now, it's never gonna get to him.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
This
so
is
it's
your
like
second chance.
Yeah,
all right,
facts.
So I have another kind of personal question. When you present things like that to artists, right? Do you ever get nervous about them wondering how you got to copy their face?
Sometimes I do. That's why sometimes I don't really like tag them or whatever the case may be, just in case for legal purposes. And I'm only doing a few of them, so by the time they get to me and send me that letter, it's already done.
It's already done.
Man,
so,
you feel me?
That's a question because we've seen a recent.
But when you do something so fire that it takes their mind off of that, like the drip is so fire that they like, man, they don't even think about.
What's the difference between an artist sending a painting of them?
because that artist might make one off.
Yeah,
And
they're not gonna
But you're
do.
literally putting their face on something.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do multiple paintings of
And
Jadakiss.
try to
They
make
might have a
You
print.
get what I'm saying?
They might have a print,
I
and
got
then you could probably do something. But if somebody does a one-off painting of somebody, it's different.
Yeah, they'll usually do that. Get the picture with them, and you know what I'm saying. Get it.
I only
It's
say
a
it
good look.
I only say it because we've seen like with the dude Kai, right? You've seen crazy lawsuits with Nike, right? Like where they're taking people who just do customs to lawsuits. Like yo, you can't.
Oh, they
do
just took the kid. My bad to cut you off.
Kai,
no. They took another guy.
JDF Customs.
The surgeon. They call him the
Shoe
surgeon.
surgeon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just got a yeah
Bro, like this man literally takes his time out to take materials and just
apart and
apart. He takes shoes apart and puts them together. Nike's suing him.
But you gotta think about it. All these companies now are losing all this money, man.
Because
ain't nobody really
resellers.
ain't nobody really shopping in stores or whatever like that. People are shopping streetwear now.
Or third parties.
Yes,
Yeah, the third parties.
you're not
'Cause
getting.
I guarantee you, check your local mall. There's a new sneaker store that just popped up not too long
That's
ago.
a fact. Little boutiques, everything going on.
I
So
promise
it's like,
you.
and even the mall. I was in the mall today with my son. The mall is dead, bro.
Dead.
Nobody's shopping in the mall no more.
Or niggas
like,
are just going there to get food.
they going to their peoples that make merch and
And
they're
that's it.
getting pieces and
Because you're having more local stores.
Let's
Yeah,
say
well-
there's one specific mall out here that's not doing too well.
I don't want to look like the Dominican.
WRB.
Huh? That B one.
B.
That shit
I
is-
say it,
Buckland.
bro. It was Ghost Town.
Yo, Buckland
that
is
shit
dead.
Ghost
holding
Town.
on.
Buckland is dead,
I
bro.
went to-
West
I went to Buckland,
Farms?
like, damn, malls are dead. West Farms, yeah.
West Farms was a little bit, but
Yeah,
West Farms
yeah,
be having more
it's
motion.
but it's
more
close
motion.
to like those college students and
yeah,
shit like that.
so I get it.
But it's still a little bit, you know what I mean? It's still a little bit old fashioned to where you see people.
But nowadays,
Facts.
everybody's having when you have Amazon, why go to the mall?
Yeah, Amazon too. Amazon.
In 2
They
days.
got Amazon, the Shein, the Fashion Nova,
Exactly.
Fuck it, if you want
Forever
that bad,
20
nigga,
or
pay for
whatever,
express
Forever
shipping.
21 even online, like
All right, so
H&M.
speaking of that, right? I want to hear your personal take on this because there's been a lot of controversial posts going around this. Denim tears.
I heard about that
With the
whole
cotton
slavery
reeds,
shit
with the
and all
cotton
that
reeds.
shit. I never, to be honest, bro, I never owned denim tears ever, not a piece.
But have you been hearing the talk that's
Yeah.
been going around it? Like, what's your take on it as a designer? Not personally, just as a designer. What's your take on it?
As a designer,
Yes.
I mean, if that's the case, then fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. We're not doing that. We're not representing that, or we're not trying to. You know what I mean, like, nah. And that shit look corny as hell, anyways. Like, I don't mind. I don't care. This is my preference. Nobody attack me in the comments or anything. But I don't like denim tears. I don't like Hellstar. It just feel like it's just too much going on. I like one thing I do like though is like the colorways. They got funky colors. The colors is crazy.
Who Hellstar?
Yeah,
or-
but it's like you don't want to see 30 and up rocking all this crazy like weird. Like, come on, man. We older. We get you feel me? Like, save that for the younger generation. Like the younger, that's cool.
Did you, like, I seen some of the pictures that's posted, and I seen it on the websites as well too. They have watermelon rind pants. They have chicken bone necklaces. Dead ass. Handmade chicken bone
yeah.
necklaces. So I mean, like
I don't really like none of them brands,
Like-
bro.
I don't know, bro. Like I get where some people are saying he's saying it's a tribute to his ancestry. What does it say? He says it's a collection that tells a story of African diaspora.
Nah. It just.
He said,
I mean,
nah.
that's what he could be saying, but the way it
Is
looks
is
is
that
just,
intelligent cooning?
Yeah.
It's the way you use big words to not make people think about it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the same difference as going on the news and calling black people.
I never really liked
insurgents.
it. What is it? It just looks like cotton balls or hay bales.
You know what I think
all
it is?
through
I
the-
think it's just expensive, and that's why it's
for
popular.
no reason.
And that's why it's popular because it's expensive.
Nah, I mean, certain stuff could be expensive and not be popular.
But niggas love expensive shit though.
I mean, if it's expensive, I mean, I don't really care about the price. If I like it, I like it. I'm not gonna buy
You're
it just
not
because.
everybody's not you.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's not you. That's what I learned about life, bro. Everybody's not me.
That's why I let everybody just rock on with it and do what you do.
And,
But you'll never catch me buying that.
but a lot of people they stand by it and they support it because it's designer.
I mean, I get the whole designer wave. I like certain, like my favorite designer brand is probably what? I like a lot of MCM and Burberry.
What makes a brand designer?
For me at this point, because I'm actually a designer, I feel like The quality.
That's what really separates it.
Yeah, the quality. The quality, the
Because you can put basic shit on a
simplicity
great quality
and just
shit,
and just
it
make it
will be
look
designer.
clean. You know what I mean? And just it's just the quality, bro.
Gucci do it.
The thread,
Nike do it.
the feel for it. It doesn't feel rough like certain other tees. It doesn't feel too stiff. Not saying you could get multiple washes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I take it to the cleaners, of course.
Facts. Designers you
But
take to
cleaners.
Fact.
Yeah, you can't bring that.
Yeah, you can't just
that's-
wash that in your regular at home.
I know
machine.
people that really do that, and they get mad when they don't come out how they.
Yeah,
Bro, you're
like,
why?
Nah, you gotta go
Yo,
steam
You're
that
supposed to
shit.
do that.
You gotta go steam
Man,
that shit.
I'm not
nigga.
gonna. I paid
Go pay
$100.
$10,
I paid $170 for this Burberry
Yeah, go
shirt.
take-
You think
go
I'm
pay-
gonna put it
like
in
my
a
suit.
thing with
Washing
tie?
machine
Fact.
with my towel.
Like my tailor-made suit. What makes you think I'm
bugging.
gonna go wash that with my drawers?
This right here, velour, we taking it to the cleaners.
Yeah, that's the only way.
It's $9, bro.
Real shit. All right, so because I want to still keep this 90s as well too, so let's do some 90s verses real quick. I have some written down for you. All right, the first one, it's not a 90s verses, but I just want to throw this in here just to kickstart it. All right, Blockbuster versus Netflix.
Pick
Yeah,
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
Those
Why?
were epic. I mean, like, cause you had to go outside and you had to go pick up your movie. You had to
it
go
was an
outside and you had to
experience.
like.
It's either a date or a
It ain't
family
just turning on my
experience.
TV now and doing you made a day out of that. And it was like those movies that you picked from Blockbuster, those were epic. Like, nah, we going to watch these and this is what it
Everybody had
is.
to
Like,
make that
yeah,
decision.
bro. Like you had to, and then you fighting with your brother because your brother pick a offie movie and we
Yeah,
want
wanna
these.
watch
I
it.
want these two. You know, Mom Dukes only could afford 3 movies or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Nah, now you talking shit to your brother like, man, offie ass movie you pick.
What about Netflix and chill?
I mean, that's cool, but y'all gotta go out. Nah, that Blockbuster days was different. It's like you seen everybody there too. Everybody
Yeah.
from school.
You outside. That's
Yeah,
the
you
win alone.
outside.
That's the
Like,
win
and
alone.
that was the
Yeah.
main shit to get your movies from. Like,
Right.
All
you
right.
bumped into females over there. You bumped into your friends over there. You bumped into such and such. Like, now you having convos. That shit could lead to something else from Block. It was
Facts.
just different. You
Block-
outside.
Yeah.
All right,
It was a different experience, man.
Tamagotchi versus the yo-yo.
Gotta go with the yo-yo.
The yo-yo? Why the
Yeah,
yo-yo?
cause you know the walk the dog shit. You know that. You know what's up,
You know what's
the-
funny to me? That was like the
Yo.
ultimate yo-yo trick. So I
Yo.
feel like if you
The
ever
water
knew
dog.
how to do that as a yo-yo,
My time, everybody wanted the most expensive yo-yo. When yo-yos was it, man, you know you had
Yes.
them $30 yo-yos.
Yes.
Then you
light
tell your
up
man he
shit.
had a little
Yes.
$5. Get the fuck up out of here with that $5 shit.
Cheap-ass
You
yo-yo.
feel me? Cheap ass yo-yo. Your shit don't even sleep. Remember the shit you sleep? But
Like,
it,
you
your
don't
shit,
walk the dog with that
your
shit,
shit
nigga.
don't
Fuck you
stay in
talking
the,
about?
your shit don't stay down for too bad.
Yeah,
Listen,
no hang time.
yeah,
ass
no,
yo-yo.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, yo-yos.
Damn,
up there.
bro.
the
I
yo-
forgot about yo-yo.
Yo-yo wave was different. If
Nigga,
you know,
yo-yos
you
is
know.
Amazing, dog. I love the yo-yos, dog. It was such a simple. It was a simple,
Simple.
toy.
But you had to have,
What
you
can
know
you
what I'm saying?
imagine? What can
the
you
colors,
create?
then you had the shit that light up, the shit that had made the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You man, my little yo-yo was hooked up. Fuck you mean?
All right, bet. All right, Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis.
Damn. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, man. Super Nintendo got some shit.
And that 64, the Nintendo 64.
Oh, you going to six? You see, you bringing the 64?
that's
I thought you
different.
said the regular Nintendo with the
Nah.
AB. You talking
I'm
about
talking with the
64?
That's Nintendo in general. Nintendo
that
versus
A?
Sega.
Damn,
I mean,
bro.
you
But you
can't
can't take it now.
compare.
You know what I'm gonna have to do?
It's
I'm
not
gonna
a
just,
comparison. It's a which one.
You know
would
what I'm gonna have to do,
choose?
bro? I'm gonna just choose one. And this is just, I'm gonna tell you why. I would pick Sega. Only reason why, because you know it had Streets of Rage. That was my favorite game. Remember Streets of Rage with Axe on them?
The only reason why
And Sonic too. Sonic was fire. The first
Sonic was fire.
Sonic was fire.
But I love Smash Brothers.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, but the only reason
Nintendo
why
got a whole
I got
lineup. Like,
you got it, yo, you gotta pick Sega because to this day you know how
yeah,
somebody
Sega
old,
fire.
how old somebody
Mortal
is if
Kombat
you
was
go
on
with-
Sega too.
If you say Sega,
Yeah, that shit came.
bro,
When that
If you
shit came
see-
on, it was
come
up,
on,
bro.
You knew
Yeah.
your game was working
It's
too.
up.
Yeah, it's kind of like this PlayStation logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That Sega was different though, bro. That shit had its own theme at the beginning and all that. So
Yeah, Sega was definitely a blockbuster time. All right. Napster versus LimeWire. It's not completely 90s.
Napster.
Napster
What?
Napster.
over LimeWire?
That's what I came up off. That's when the internet first hit, and you was That's the one that got sued. They didn't get sued, right?
Yeah,
they the
Napster.
ones that started the game.
Yeah.
Then everything came after that.
Yeah,
Napster
they
was
started
dumb.
it, yeah.
Yeah, Napster was dumb. You can't. That's the OGs.
I'm not old enough to really get into Napster. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Lime. That's why I wanted
We
to
were
give that
LimeWire.
one. That's why I wanted to give
LimeWire
that one.
was
I'm
like
a
our-
LimeWire.
Remember when the
baby.
internet was slow as hell too.
Fucked up
Nigga,
all of our
with
parents'
LimeWire, you
computers.
had the chance to get a virus on your computer.
All that
nigga.
shit. Even with
Ants,
Napster.
nigga, you were getting a virus.
I could say LimeWire definitely was an upgrade, and then you could download more shit like programs and Pro Tools and different shit. I mean, you can still do that with Napster, but Napster I feel like was straight music. Like you could get
Yeah.
shit before it come out, like a month, like type
Yeah.
shit. Like you feel me? Like
You can
Napster
literally
was the
kidnap
shit.
anything.
Facts.
That's what Napster was. All right. AOL versus MSN Messenger.
AOL.
AOL?
AOL. Nah, you know we about to go. I'm gonna say something different.
What?
Net Zero.
Net Zero was different.
AOL started it. That was like the
I gotta
bougie.
taste a little bit of Net
But
Zero.
remember Net Zero though.
All right.
They had the little free trial passes. You used to create like
I
30 emails.
I got one better for you. AOL or Uvu?
AOL.
What?
I'm
AOL.
I'm going to Uvu, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Uvu.
That's when I first started seeing titties, bro.
Yo, what? Girls playing with this stuff on Uvu?
Yo,
Bro,
AOL.
Uvu? That's one. Yo.
Uvu was
AOL.
like that.
Yo. Nah.
You had the
titty.
little triangle with the dude running. You know, your shit loading up. If your shit don't reach to the other side, your shit was not loading up.
Nah, I say Uvu
Cancel.
because if you didn't get invited to the Uvu chats and the Uvu group chats,
Yeah, you wasn't
ain't
nobody. You wasn't
You ain't
nobody.
Yo, to
lit.
be honest, I never wasn't one.
You not-
I guess
that's
I
why
wasn't
you can't
lit.
say
I
it.
wasn't lit. Yeah, I wasn't lit.
I remember my first time getting invited to a Uvu chat. I was hyped.
Nigga, I was hype. I made sure nobody was around.
I was like,
Yeah, you
So I
bringing
made
it
sure
back
nobody
though
was
too.
around.
You got some good. That's some good. You know what
All right, I
I'm
got another one.
oh. He's had some good.
saying? Yeah.
Raw versus SmackDown.
Monday Night Raw.
I was about to say you can't go.
You can't. Monday.
To me,
You
it,
cannot
to me,
go-
it
you
would
cannot
depend on
go-
who was on SmackDown at the time. Because remember, they had people go back and forth on Raw and SmackDown.
Monday
Nah,
night was just
nah,
raw. That
you
was,
gotta go Monday
and
Night
then you
Raw.
was up late, like on a Monday.
Yeah.
You up to
10,
like 11.
o'clock.
Feel me?
Yeah.
You had the little ass scrambler
Yeah.
box. I had the little ass scrambler box. Hell yeah.
Did you believe wrestling was fake when you were young?
Hell no, that shit broke my heart.
Bro, that's what
shit
made me
broke my
stop.
heart,
That ass
man.
word to me and stop. I stopped.
But we had the best wrestlers, man. Back in the day,
did.
man, there wasn't no
Yeah.
good wrestlers. We had Stone Cold, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
The
We
Rock.
had all of
I
them.
think the funniest wrestler ever.
Ric
Rikishi.
Flair.
Nah,
Rikishi.
Rikishi.
Nah, like,
his
yeah.
finishing move, bro. Ota Ada. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Fire for that.
See, but that was the classic joints, man. That's when wrestling was wrestling. That's when you
Yeah.
actually was glued to the
Enjoyed it.
TV.
Exactly.
Now it's like, like my son. I try to get into it with my son. Feel
not
me?
the
And
same.
It's like I had
It's
to,
not the same.
cause you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to watch what he like to watch or whatever the case may be. But it's like, man, I had to after like 5 minutes, I'm done with this.
Fuck me. This is
Yeah, it's too much like a.
It's a show.
It was a soap
showcase.
opera back then type shit,
Yeah,
but it
but
was
now it's a
more
showcase.
real.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it was
acting.
more.
you ain't got your
wrestling.
Mankind's, your Undertakers, your Canes
You
jumping
don't have
off
niggas running
like
out the wall and punching
barbed
niggas
wire
just
bats and just.
RKOing a motherfucker.
It was all. I don't know. It was just so.
Shout out to the
I
wrestlers
don't
that's
know.
arrested and in jail right now.
Yeah,
Huh? All right.
but it was more authentic. I feel
It
back
was.
then.
All right, bet. Cause the '90s was very boy band dominant. This is the era of boy bands, right? NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys.
I feel like we had a bigger impact in sync.
NSYNC,
Yeah,
even though they were the second one.
cause you gotta think about it right now. Like even from back then to now, like you still got Justin Timberlake on his solo wave. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's still bringing back that boy. You don't really see Backstreet like that besides little commercials and little slogan things that they got going on.
Right.
Other than that, you don't hear really nothing.
Actually, speaking of a guy that has kids, Trolls has made Backstreet Boys very dominant.
Yeah. But that goes to like promo and like little songs and stuff. Like
Marketing.
you actually don't
That's marketing.
see an artist from the band
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
longevity, even if it's just a solo. Like Justin Timberlake, he went from the sneakers and doing his own Jordan.
doing
To,
it, yeah.
you can't that's
It's
like,
not the same thing.
yeah.
Do we have room for boy bands? Other than I'm lying. There's K-pop.
K-pop.
You don't know about K-pop?
It's Korean pop music.
It's Korean boy bands.
Yeah.
Nah,
Bro, K-pop is lit, especially with the black girl
K-pop?
community.
Where they at? I
They
gotta
from
see
like
some.
Korea.
You gotta put me on after the show because
K-pop is a whole genre, nigga. Them niggas is
I'm
lit,
down.
bro.
I don't feel like it's gonna be no more boy bands like how they was back in the day.
It won't be. Nah, K-pop is that.
So I gotta see that.
Am I wrong?
He's not wrong, but he ain't gotta really put you on to it. It's not really. It's not nothing you
Nah,
really gonna be
you
like.
see?
Man.
To me, it's revolutionary, like fucking gospel trap.
Gospel trap is wild.
Nigga, once we got put onto gospel trap, that's something I will never forget, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a real thing. Gospel trap is a real thing. Niggas are twerking for Jesus, bro. I love it. I fucking love it.
Bro, silly, yo.
I'm being real, nigga. I'm a fucking man of the earth. Fuck it. My skin bleeds. I don't know what that means, but run with it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love this one right here. Biggie versus Tupac.
Tupac.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah.
That's my favorite rapper of all time, bro.
Why?
His message is this is what man what's he known for, what he stood for, what he
Feel like
represented.
he was more impactful.
Hell yeah, way more impactful than Biggie.
Do you think he's dead?
Yeah.
Took you a while to answer though. You
Yeah,
have some skepticism right there.
He had too much bodies of work, bro. That dude was a beast. Like even with just skip the music, what he was about,
As
what
an
he stood
actor,
for,
but
like
even as an actor.
even his mother from being a Black Panther and all that, just his whole upbringing was crazy compared to Biggie's. Biggie, I feel like just got the typical upgrowing background of a person in the hood.
I feel like Biggie had more of singularity on a musical impact, but I feel like Tupac had more of a wider impact. Because, like I said, he's a great actor. He's a great musician.
Don't get me wrong.
He's a great person.
They'll
He's a
play a
cultural
Biggie.
impact.
They'll play a Biggie record in the club before a
Well,
Tupac record.
yes.
I could agree with that
But
all the time.
culture-wise,
But to really impact the culture, Tupac all day.
I agree with that as well,
Yeah,
too, honestly.
Tupac all day.
All right, bet. One of my last ones that I got written down, but others might come to my head. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air versus Martin.
Damn, I knew you was about to. I gotta.
One of them was gonna.
I gotta go. I gotta go with Martin. I gotta go with Martin, bro.
Really?
Gotta go with Martin. I love them both. Those are two iconic.
Great shows. Great for the culture too.
Yeah, but Martin was just. You could just. Man, you could still do that with Fresh Prince. Cut it on and just let it rock. But Martin, you could just really just watch. I'll be binging Martin.
All right, so I'm gonna say this
watching
because of
that
what
shit.
you just said. I'm gonna say this because of what you said. I'm gonna have to go with Fresh Prince because I can actually cut on Fresh Prince and watch it and without having the need to turn it off. With Martin, 2 episodes in, gotta cut that shit off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna say the
Why?
same thing. Because
2 episodes in and you cutting Martin off?
not
You
2.
bugging.
I'm not gonna say 2. That's
You
wild.
bugging. He's too funny for that.
Nigga,
Maybe.
we sat here and watched 2 episodes and started zoning out.
Yeah, you're right about that. But nah, what I'm saying, Martin is a lot of extraness.
Hell yeah.
Like
bro.
with
I feel like Martin was
Shanae.
great for the 90s. It doesn't
Martin,
translate
I
well
bet
for
that shit
2024.
funny as hell. Martin back in the day, bro, was one of the
It's funny
funniest.
to people who found it funny when it came out.
Yeah, it's still funny. It's still funny, bro.
But see, Fresh Prince, it lives off just being funny.
There's a
funny
story.
is not its
There's a
core
story,
thing.
though.
You don't.
It's funny is not its core category.
Yeah, no, you're right. It had like
It have life
little
lessons
bit.
in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
that
you're
people
right.
can
You're
be
right.
related. That can be
Martin
be
was
rela-
just hilarious as hell.
That's why
all the way through.
But it was 90s comedy. If you don't grow up in the time or has some relevance to that time, a lot of it goes over your head.
I'm still saying Martin.
Respectfully, but
Martin.
you are a 90s. You're a 90s
Yeah,
child.
Martin. I still watch that to this day. Like I'll put on the Martin show before I put on a Fresh Prince.
Fresh
of
Prince?
Bel-Air. Yeah.
I
all day.
honestly, all right. What would you prefer more, a spinoff of Martin or a spinoff of Fresh? Even though they did spinoff of Fresh Prince already, actually, never mind.
The spinoff of Fresh Prince was actually pretty good.
I actually enjoyed it.
Actually
Fire,
pretty
yeah.
good.
I actually enjoyed that.
A lot of spinoffs be trash. They just be trying to get
What's
money.
your worst 90s spinoff or worst like spinoff of a cartoon that you grew up on?
A cartoon that I grew up on? Damn, I don't even really know. I mean, I know a spinoff movie that was kind of 90s that was trash.
I'm gonna say one a lot of people might not know about, but I'm not afraid to admit it.
What?
Pop-Off Girls.
Oh,
The voices are horrible.
I didn't know they had that.
I never really even watched. I never
Yeah,
watched.
but I love. See, I grew up. See, I love Pop-Off Girls, but then I love
probably
like
seen that
I like
episode
Samurai
'cause
Jack. Samurai
Yeah.
Jack. There's a
I
theory
probably
that they're
seen
related.
I probably seen the episode if it came on after something or something like that, but I never really like. You feel me? Like,
So here's the theory, really, right? I'm gonna put you on if you ain't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a theory that say that, you know Samurai Jack.
yeah.
Samurai Jack is Professor X from Pop-Off Girls.
Word.
Yeah, same dimension, same era. It's just after he defeated Aku, because if I'm not mistaken, Aku became liquefied in the final episode. But Chemical X is liquefied Aku. and that's why the girls have the powers that they do.
Okay.
Because Samurai Jack changed his life around because the era changed and he became a professor.
All right, my
And
boy
he
was in
had-
tune.
I
Yo,
lo-
that
no-
makes mad sense. Nah, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So he changed his entire life, and he became our professor.
It became
I was
a
never
parent
in
to the
tune
three
with it
girls.
like that.
Yes, and that's why they end up having superpowers because he accidentally spilled chemical X with them.
Which is liquefied. Oh
Yes.
bro.
So that's one of the I love cartoon theories. I love theories. I love
Nah, my
love how like.
cartoon from the 90s was
What's your favorite 98? What's your favorite 90s cartoon?
Ninja Turtles
Ninja Turtles?
all the way. And then when they started making the movies, part 1 and part 2, fire.
I noticed not the '90s, but Rocket Power was probably the greatest cartoon of ever.
That was like late 90s, right? No, that was nine. It was 90s. It was.
I'm
90s.
probably
It was
gonna
90s.
dibble dabble between the 90s and the 2000s, but
Nah, I gotta go with Doug too.
That's what I was gonna say.
Doug was
That's what I was
Doug.
gonna say. Doug
Doug.
and Teacher's Pet.
Damn,
I
Doug
love
was
Doug and
fire.
Teacher's Pet, bro.
Doug was definitely.
I love those,
Doug.
bro.
Yeah, if you
Teacher's
know, you
Pet
know.
was more of later.
If you know,
2000s.
yeah.
I have another one. Recess.
Nah, that was fire.
Yeah.
Recess was fire.
I had to watch
It
that
was to the point
3:30.
I stayed up till
I was
4
at-
o'clock in the
Fire.
morning to watch Recess,
Yeah.
bro.
It was at 3:30 every day. I got home from school. That shit was on, so I used to just put
Nah,
that
that shit
on.
was fire.
Recess was amazing. That was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. I got another one as a kid. I don't know if anybody could resonate to this. Clifford the Big Red Dog and Dragon Tales.
I watched Dragon
Damn,
Tales. I ain't
Dragon
never watched.
But
Clifford.
Clifford, low key. I ain't
Yo,
gonna
that
hold
was a bot right there. I love Clifford.
low
Clifford
key.
was a good
Or
ass
even
show.
like I could say even Curious George.
Curious George was a good one.
Fire
Yeah,
too.
Curious George
Yeah.
was a good one.
How y'all feel about Caillou?
I ain't never.
You never
Yeah,
watched
Yeah,
that?
I never was.
There's a lot of parents now that don't let their kids watch Caillou because
Oh,
it
that's
bring-
the
bald-headed
bald-headed
with
kid,
cancer.
right? Yeah. My
Yeah,
son was
cancer.
watching that.
Yeah,
Matter of
that's
fact.
why he was bald.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all going to hell, man.
No, but that
Cut
yeah,
it out.
probably. I'm just be honest with you, probably.
But that's why
I
he
laugh
was
at a lot of
bald.
crazy ass shit.
Yeah, you silly as hell.
But you know, I've justified it. I'm not laughing at the thing. I'm laughing at him laughing at it.
You laughing at me? Like make me the bad guy.
I'm along with you, but it's okay. I pray sometimes.
No, but all right. Hey, do you have any more 90s? Wait, I want to bring up another. I don't know if this is
I don't have
completely
any
90s, but I
more.
want to
It's
bring
just-
up another memory. But I think you touched on it on a previous episode. When you're riding your bike and you put the plastic bottle between the
it
wheels.
gotta be the quarter water juice.
Yeah.
We used to burn through
Those
shit.
were the. If you could think of a way to
If
ruin
you ain't
your tire
never,
the
if
quickest
you ain't
way,
never do that as a kid,
yeah, yo, like that's one of the ultimate
that's one of them
fucking
ones.
things ever.
Making your
bro.
shit sound like a dirt
Bruh.
bike.
Yes.
I'm just thinking about
That was
this,
fire.
The prices of snacks back then. You
Oh,
get
50
four
cents,
bag of
50
chips for
a
a
dollar.
Dollar.
No tax.
I remember the grinders too.
Yes.
$2 grinders.
Yes.
Bro, what?
Yes.
Me and my cousins used to go get like every other day during the summer, bro. We used to go get
Even the
big ass
Dutchess,
garlic
Subway
bread.
used to actually be $5.
50 cent, 50
85
cent,
for the big joints.
50 cent.
See, I was in
I was in the
at
area.
that time.
That's when they were smoking Garcia Vegas and all that. This was like, this was a while ago.
I grew up on
Garcia
the
Vegas.
was it the Grandmaster Dutchess and shit like that?
Yeah, the
big-
vanillas,
yeah,
the
Those,
big,
okay,
the vanillas,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Oh my god.
Those was 50 cent though.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I remember those being.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that era of smoking for me.
But that was all like
That was my beginning
Poppy
days.
Zone, like Zone.
Yeah. Picking out the seeds.
Like Zone, or you had, if you, I used to be around some good dudes, so I used to be able to smoke the piff, the chalk,
You know what I'm hearing?
the OGs, a lot of OGs.
Do you feel like a lot of people I feel like there's two people we failed as 90s babies. Captain Planet and the Dare Dog.
Yeah, it's
The
over.
Deer Dog got fucked up.
The Dare Dog, top
That-
story, number one.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what the most
Yeah.
ironic thing ever, bro? I remember literally smoking weed in a Dare hoodie, bro.
I did that before.
I love doing that. I felt like I was like,
Yeah,
making
my,
a
my boy
statement.
actually reversed. He did
I'm
a hat.
pretty-
He did a hat, like a deer
did
hat.
that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a picture out there of me smoking Deer shirt. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Somewhere. I don't know where it is. If the internet's find it.
probably me. I have another question real quick. Do you feel like Miss Doubtfire is the original Medea?
Hell yeah, that was a fire movie too. Fire,
This is
classic.
before we started questioning men being women.
Classic movie.
So
That was before it became, everybody now shying away from it or whatever. But that was a good movie.
that was a great movie.
Yeah,
Miss
people
Doubtfire
was-
was a good movie.
You can't tell me. Even back then, right? I'm removing the acting out of this. If a motherfucker walk through your door like that, you know, might be like, "Hey, bro, what's up?"
It's the 90s, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was a
it
regular
wasn't.
thing. That was
Yeah.
normal. Androgyny was big in the 90s, nigga. Remember that.
You're not watching my kids though. No, we're not doing that.
But they were probably fucking somebody's baby mom.
And they made it seem like it was a woman, so it's like they ain't even know it was a dude. So
Like,
it was
come
a
on,
whole. Yeah, it wasn't like. I
You
know
acting
you
like
get.
that's not
It wasn't like I
happening
know
today.
you getting dressed up as a woman and coming to see my kids.
Yeah,
like-
you acting like that's not happening today. But they're not coming to see your kids. They literally just.
and
trying
then
to
when you
protect-
got the basically the theme of the story, it was like a father really trying to go see his kids and he was doing anything to go see them.
Yeah.
It kind of was a different. You took it
You
differently.
have some sympathy towards that
Yeah,
shit. Like, I
type
get it,
shit.
my nigga. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I
I would have did it too, my nigga. I'm trying to see
That's
my
real
kids,
fatherhood
man.
right
Real
there.
shit.
Real shit. All right. The boombox outside of the girls' doors. Do you feel like that's sassy to do in this era today?
I mean, I see that on Park Street every day. you shit me? It's
Park Street
summertime.
is a different place.
Yeah, it's
though.
a world, bro.
Park Street
Park
and
Street is
Albany
a
two
own
different places.
world,
Yeah,
bro.
they're
They
a
their
micro
own
world.
worlds,
Yes.
bro. Those are own
You
worlds,
can
bro.
see anything on those two
Anything.
strips, bro. Anything.
All you gotta
At
stay
any
there-
time of the day. At
Stay on
time
any
of
one
the
of them
day.
strips for an hour.
Yes.
And you go see
Tops.
some shit.
If
You
you
gonna
not
see some
even, you
shit
don't
you ain't
need a
never
whole
seen in
hour.
your life.
You
30
need 30
minutes.
minutes.
Bro,
30
I-
minutes.
30 minutes.
I remember one night me and my wife was.
But Park Street is just different, bro.
Park Street is different, man.
Park Street kind of remind me like a mini New York. Like how
mini-
New York
Bro.
is with the back-to-back shops and all that.
Me and my wife drove down there one night. We coming from San. She like, I just want to see some shit. She like, drive down Park Street, right? No
Yo.
lie to you, bro. And I felt so bad for this young lady, bro. I seen her look like a fucking, like I don't know what to describe this as, but her face was in her legs to a point I never seen. I thought she was dead, but she popped up, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, she was a
shit,
Jack in the Box.
bro.
Yo, Park
I'm like, that shit must have been fire.
Park Street different.
She must have been on some shit that had her bugging. Cause bro, she was folded like a napkin. Like, bro, I never seen somebody folded like that. No yoga practices, nothing. Like, I've never seen that before in my life.
Park
And
Street
she
is a
popped up
different
like
place,
this.
man.
And I'm at a stoplight. I'm like, bro, this lady is a zombie.
Yeah, that's
But it
that's
was
a different
entertaining.
world.
So
Alright.
go move on.
All right, question. Because I know you remember this. So I want to know how you feel about this. Did you believe Y2K was real?
I really don't care about none of these pandemics, and I really don't believe in none of that.
But you were younger at the
I
time.
just be living. I mean,
You never fed into the
so it's-
propaganda?
Nah, I just keep living and keep doing. I don't know, bro. All this whole
They made
world
Y2K
be.
seem like
they
it was a
be-
big ass thing.
Yeah, they made what else? The pandemic and all that. You know what I'm saying?
2012. Don't forget 2012.
Yeah,
They said the
2012.
world was supposed to end in
The Mayan calendar.
2012. The Mayan
Yeah.
calendar. Damn, the world's supposed to end a lot of times.
A lot of
bro.
times, it's just they're just playing. They're just playing with this shit. Now.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
like,
man, the
man,
way this shit going now, stay tuned to the next episode.
Maybe the
of
world
Dragon
already
Ball
ended.
Z.
Maybe this is the afterlife.
nah, facts.
Yeah, based on how many times the world's supposed to end, it might as well be. Shit. All right. Was the pen pal programs real? Cause you know back in then they
Oh,
they
yeah.
used to always have you have a pen pal from like a
Yeah.
whole different country and shit like
Nah,
that.
that shit was.
That was real. You had a pen pal.
I had
in a
that shit
different
in
country?
school. Yeah, hell yeah.
remember your
I
pen
remember
pal
that
name?
shit. Nah. I don't remember his name, but I definitely remember that shit.
When you went to school, right, were you allowed to leave your school for lunches?
Hell no. But we left anyways. I ain't even, to be honest with you, bro.
yeah, we did that
Man,
too,
listen. I was in every lunch wave and I was in every gym period. Like, we was blowing it down, feel me, in the auditorium. It was, yeah, bro. It was
What?
yeah. It was a lot
That
of
is-
shit
first of
going
all,
on.
How the fuck do you smoke in the auditorium?
We just, I don't know. We just rolled up, went to the auditorium, lit the piece, and sometimes the security guards would come with the flashlight and all
Oh, the
that. We
security be
over there.
smoking too. If you get them some weed, you
Nah,
let
but
you slide.
they used to come and we used to get suspended and all that shit.
Listen,
Then
I
some
heard
of us
about
even got
I heard about
expelled. But we used to be in the cut by the chairs. It used to be like a little cut. So We all go over there, pitching our little weed, roll up, and just smoke it all up. You feel me?
And it's dark.
If a girl
Yeah,
can suck
damn
dick,
near,
all
yeah,
the
nah, cause
girls-
we had the
if a
little,
girl can suck
we
dick
had
in
the
dark,
little
why can't she
flip.
smoke
You know what I'm
weed?
saying? The little Nokias.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Remember the Nokias with the
most
snake?
on it.
indestructible phones ever.
Yeah, so I had that, and then we had that when we had the chirps too. So when you flip
Next
the
step,
phone open, it was
the
just
next
all
step.
lit up. Feel me?
Right,
So,
yeah.
and then we all three had phones, so we just, you know what I'm saying, like made it happen.
You
Went
know
to
what I
school
remember?
high as hell, put my head down.
You know what I remember growing up that we did in my era growing up is when we were in places that we couldn't smoke it and we go in the bathroom. We put the towel.
We did that
underneath it,
too.
And
We
then
did
we turn
that
the shower
too.
on and make the steam come up.
Yeah,
I hated that shit.
Bro,
I remember we was trying
I
to.
don't know how we was able to do that. Nigga was hot as hell.
I was
in
one
that
of them
bitch.
niggas that
Yes,
It'd
was
be
sir.
like, yo, but I ain't gonna lie, nigga. It'd be like 5-6 niggas in that bathroom, nigga, just passing around like 2-3 splits, nigga. 2-3 L's, nigga. Like that shit was.
Nah, we
bad,
was
bro.
finessing, bro. We used to try to sell niggas oregano and all that shit. Bagged up, I swear to God, bro. What?
Yep,
We
mix
used to
that shit
rob,
up.
yo, bro. We used to
Mix
rob
that shit
niggas.
up with some real weed.
Yo, bro, I swear to God.
I know that for
By the time they caught on, we was out of there.
Oh, bad.
Did you used to flip the 25-cent candies?
All that shit, bro. We was hustling back in the day. I remember the penny candy lady. Remember the
Yeah,
dollar bag? The dollar bag with the
yeah.
little fruit chews in it?
Yeah, the Tootsie
Like,
Roll
yeah,
type shit.
you get a whole bag of them shits. Be good.
But nigga, that's when candy was even like really. I don't know. Maybe it's because we just
See, because I was in the square, feel me? I was born, you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the square for a little bit. Bellevue Square, if people don't
Yeah.
know, right there, right next to Sands. So, you know, when you went downstairs, like the first floor, well, where I was at, the lady was the penny candy lady. So every time after school or every time I used to go to my dad's house or grandma's house or something, go upstairs, I used to go hit the penny candy lady and give her like cash out with like $2-3 and be lit.
Mad candy.
You know,
Mad
I didn't know where
candy.
Sands was until I got big as an older.
Yeah, nah, me neither.
I didn't know it
was,
was in the hood like that.
but yeah, that shit was crazy. Back in the
I'm
day,
being
that shit was
real. I
crazy,
didn't know
bro.
it
That
was
mail
in the
room,
hood.
the mail room. If you know, they got a mail room. So basically, like the square and Sands had like a mail room where you go in there and everybody get their mail. It was kind of like you ever go to the post office and you see all those
yeah.
PO boxes?
P.O. boxes,
It was
yeah.
kind of like that. So all the walls was all like PO boxes.
I
And
experienced that in college.
it was over, I think, 300-400. So you you bumping into your ops or whatever it ain't really ops back then. You feel what I'm saying? You bumping into, but back then it wasn't really like no
But
guns.
We created our own territorial beef back then.
Yeah,
though.
but back then it wasn't no
It
guns.
was
You
just
had to
straight
really
fighting.
fight,
It's straight
or
fighting.
you had to really fight,
Or
or you
jumping
know,
somebody.
you got a couple dudes that pulled out a couple blades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the most part, but it wasn't no guns. If you had a gun, it was a serious problem. Like,
Nigga, you had to be that nigga. That
yeah, you feel me? Like,
Guns is not that accessible.
Niggas
until
pull
a
that shit
certain
out. Niggas
point.
like, oh no.
it wasn't no guns
Nowadays,
like that.
niggas like, do it.
We just whooping them, and that's what it is.
Big brawls.
You might get stabbed up or something, a little stab
But
or
you
something.
live to fight.
But you live,
to
yeah.
fight the next day.
Yeah,
That's
fact.
another thing
That's
I
a
missed in the
crazy
days
part.
too. You live to fight the next
Yeah,
day.
you ain't got to worry about his brother
'Cause
coming
you
to
know
come
there was
smoke
a higher
you.
chance of fair fights back then.
Yeah, even if his brother came, his brother was still gonna try to whoop your ass rather than
Fight you.
shoot
Yeah,
you.
he not gonna kill you.
He's not
Yeah.
gonna kill you.
It was different back in the days, man. And then like chilling out in the stoop, like with all your friends and just them long nights. They ain't got no nights like that no
See,
more.
for me,
like,
it's not chilling in the stew. It's on them summer nights when the sun don't set till 9 o'clock. And you're riding bikes with your friends as late as possible.
with
Like
the
those-
pegs, you got your boy in the back. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
like-
there's still other kids outside too.
Yes.
So you
Fact.
feel
Or you
like-
have the basketball hoop on the side of the street, and everybody in the neighborhood actually
They
gathers
create
there to come
everybody
play
play
ball. Everybody
games.
can play there.
Football,
Matter
too.
of fact, niggas from a whole nother street come over there
Yeah,
and come
football
challenge you.
too.
Rumble
Hell
fumble.
Yeah, fact.
Rumble
Yeah, rumble
fumble.
fumble.
Wow.
Rumble fumble.
Fumbles, shit.
That was a time.
Remember playing that shit in the snow?
Nah, I'm paying on the concrete.
I used to play it in the concrete. That's what we
Yeah.
played it. We used to play that shit in the snow.
We did that too, but the concrete is the most dangerous
Yeah.
one for us, nigga.
I
Cause
remember we used to be on the my bad to cut you off,
go
buddy.
ahead.
On the sleds, and we used to hook the rope up to the CT, but to the transit bus.
Oh, yeah, niggas
Ooh.
wild.
I wanted to do that. That sounds
Oh,
fun.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
do
we
some
used
shit
to
like
have
that,
like the
right?
little shit that was a circle, kind of like a shield, and we used to just be in there tucking the bus used to drag us through the whole hub.
Sounds fun.
That does sound mad. But
I ain't going
Back in the
lie.
day was crazy.
That's
man.
how
There was
I
a lot
grew
of,
up in Jamaica.
but
hot
we had
dog.
to. Back in the day, we had to make fun.
yeah, you had
Exactly.
to make fun.
You had
though.
to be
It's
creative
different.
with your
It's
fun.
different,
Yeah, like. You know,
But I think that's what separated like a lot of '90s kids from like.
from
the
now, it's
2000s
like
kids.
now it's just spoiled. They got everything at their
At
fingertips.
their fingertips.
Everything, bro.
We had
everything,
to
everything.
create everything.
I don't
Everything.
even understand the point of
We had to
clubs
make
nowadays.
this fun.
Yes.
You feel me?
we had to make fun out of nothing.
We had to find the fun in that motherfucking
Yes,
shit.
out of nothing. We made fun out of nothing.
Remember the little spinning tops with the ropes?
Oh yeah, Beyblades. Remember
Yeah.
Beyblades?
Yeah. Bro, I don't
Fire.
understand clubs anymore because it's everybody like this or like this or just recording.
See, back in my club, and it was like warehouse, hot club,
Girls,
but you was
girls used to
dancing.
dance with you back in the
was
club.
dancing.
house
nigga.
parties.
Like, yeah, you might get filmed, but you still had a
Nah,
high
bro.
chance of
What?
a girl whining with you if you met the
'Cause you was
the
not- first of all,
requirement.
whining, bro.
It wasn't even that. You was gonna keep trying anyway.
Exactly.
whining.
Every girl that's dancing.
By the end of the
alright,
night, you got it.
Yeah,
You
Nah, at
feel
least
me?
one.
house parties was different.
Yeah.
Here there's a chance somebody get shot up if somebody step on your shoe. But you know,
Yeah, it was big. It was back in the day. It was crazy. It was wild. Like the beef was crazy.
nigga, the Waters
between
house
projects and shit like that, it was really
between
real.
blocks.
You couldn't even go. See, back in the day too, you couldn't even walk up in Mountain Court. Like, you feel me? Like,
Remember
nah,
BP
like,
remember BP and the Americans and the Jamaicans was beefing over in Bulls Park.
yeah,
That was
oh,
wild to the point too.
Westbrook projects, all
Exactly.
of them. Mountain Court, Stowe Village.
Yeah, even Plainfield
Sands.
Street. Plainfield Street was hot.
You couldn't just walk in them projects. You had to know somebody. If you wasn't, man, you were getting robbed by the time you
Exactly.
leave. Like, now it's like all
Niggas get
you
away
know,
with
it's,
being
it-
places.
it's still the hood. Don't get it wrong. It's still, whatever, but it's more like you're not about to get robbed right away. Over there, you just as soon as you enter, they on you. Like,
Nah, but
You know the crazy
certain
part?
streets is hot for like not to cut you off. Certain streets is hot for the house parties. Like, you don't go to certain streets if they're house
Oh,
party
nah,
unless you know
hell
somebody
nah.
over
But
there.
you know the bad part about that is, I'm a kid from West, bro. I used to just go anywhere.
That was the
And
Yeah,
I
problem.
used to end up in them.
That was
I
the
used to end up in
problem.
parties.
It was niggas like
and
him
I
that was
never
the
do-
problem.
But I never. No. First of all, I was never the problem. I never did that.
No, what I'm saying is niggas like you who was the problem, who's coming from out of towns and not giving a fuck. I understand how shit works. in
No,
those areas.
I just didn't know that, nigga. Don't stand right here where these niggas is right here and these niggas is right here.
especially if these
Don't
niggas
do
is
that,
beefing,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, and then a
Watch-
certain song come on. It's
Bro, I've had to.
It's a
I've had to
wrap.
learn to
It's
watch
over.
my surroundings so many
Now,
times.
when that Knuck If You Buck song came out,
Nah, it's when them plucking songs came out.
it was when Desert Story.
yeah, that
Yeah.
Mobb Deep, the desert,
Bro,
yeah, that one,
Yeah.
That shit right there, and I know automatically.
Crazy.
I back up against the wall, find where the exit is. 'cause
Crazy.
I already know somebody's. It's not this song. It's
Sports
gonna happen
Center,
right after.
even shit on the South and Sports Center, we should throw the pool table balls. We was beefing when
Fuck.
niggas.
You know what's my sign?
Bro, I come from an era where we got it smacking in the club. It was that
Really fuck niggas up.
we got it smacking in the club, bro. It was no
See,
outside. Nah, we already
It's already
inside,
here.
and then that shit gonna go outside and it's gonna get worse. Like we was whatever
Go
pool
outside.
sticks, all
wait,
types of
I
shit,
got a
bro.
question, because when I was growing up, right, I had a friend in my age group who loved to talk about the Solids, where the Solids are real gang.
Hell yeah.
What?
Nah, because
Hell
like I said, I'm coming
yeah.
from a different era, nigga. There's a lot of
Hell
people who
yeah.
say, nah, you just saying that you with them just to be tough and shit like that.
Nah,
So
the
the
Solids
Solids
was a
were
real
somebody
gang.
was doing things in the 90s and shit like that.
Definitely was.
They run shit in Hartford.
To a certain
especially on South
extent.
End,
I mean,
especially
I'm
on that-
neutral. I'm not in nothing, so I can't really confirm what they run or what they don't run. But
But
they
from the outside,
they
yeah.
do exist.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
They do
Because
definitely
I definitely
do
had a
exist.
friend that was love talking about them. See, we don't know much about the 90s, the side of, because there were no social media. There were no internet like how it is today. Like, we can just
You
go
can
and
watch
find-
that. They got it on the Gangland.
Gang-
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the closest we got to
Yeah,
it.
you right. Because
That's the
ain't nobody
closest.
about to really
Nowadays,
film
you
like
have
that.
Vice TV. Vice TV is literally having people being put in their hoods to go interview people.
Nah, you right.
So it's different to hear stories about how shit was going, bro.
Back then, I was a little kid upstairs, like watching all like the Bloods and the Latin Kings
I
and
love
like
that
the
shit.
Nietas.
Gangland was
like
ahead of its
like
time
like
when it
like
comes to
the
shit.
square like.
much-
So my bad to cut you off,
No,
bro.
you good.
I was right there in the building. I was in building 66. So when I went to look right outside of the window, bro, is the parking lot where everything happened.
Oh, so you was watching
Everything. Like I'm
Seen
front
all that.
line. Like I'm seeing shootings. I'm seeing niggas robbing niggas. I'm seeing crazy shit. Don't let when that sun go down in them projects, bro.
Shit get real.
Back in the 90s,
If you're not meant to be outside,
don't
be
go outside.
I'm gonna give you.
I wasn't even outside, but I was.
But you knew what was
saw
happening
everything,
outside.
though.
Bro, I was out that window.
Yeah.
My uncles used to come through with stolen mountain bikes, stolen packs. Remember the gyros, the GTs, and all that. Come through all the
And
black down.
you coming from the land where people expect this shit to be stolen.
Bro, I'm a little kid, bro. I'm waking up out of my sleep watching my uncles come in the house black down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Black
what they
down.
did.
I'm like,
you know what they did.
and these dudes got the 3-hole masks, not the shiesties.
Yeah.
The back then shiesties was the 3-hole.
Yeah.
Ski man.
the eyes and
Yeah,
nose.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Just to see him
Like
breathe. That's
I'm
it.
a little kid waking up out my sleep, seeing them in all black. Like what the fuck? Like, y'all bugging, bro.
What the fuck did y'all just go do?
Hella bikes, all stolen shit. They spray painting shit, computers, all types of stolen shit, bro. Like, shit was crazy back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day it was fucking different, bro.
So when I was looking out that window, bro, I seen a lot. I seen somebody get stabbed. I seen
You hear it. You hear the gunshots.
everything.
You hear the people crying, screaming.
Yeah,
You
my
hear all
building
that
caught
shit.
on fire too. Was crazy part, and I was in there, so we
Damn.
had to go out. Yo, bro,
You was in the hood.
Yeah,
was
the
in
square,
the hood.
Bellevue Square, building 66.
Yeah, you was in the hood. That's like being on Bedford.
Yeah, that's projects for real,
Yeah.
for real. I'm a North End Rican. You feel me? I was born in the North End. Like
He said,
I went from there to
I heard something different.
to where would I go to after that? The Deuce, Cabot Street.
Okay.
Lived on Cabot with my grandparents.
I know. Yeah, I know about
Cabot, went from Cabot, went to Garden,
Yeah,
right across the street from the
Homestead, right?
cemetery. You know,
Homestead,
right
right.
across the street from the cemetery on
Yeah.
Garden. Them little, it's like a fenced in little.
Yeah.
I used to live right there with my other
Isn't
grandfather.
that near like Capon or something? Near Capon, right?
Nah, hell
Not
no,
near Cape
no. By where Mike and Tony used to be at before that.
By the cemetery. Isn't
Right across the street from the cemetery. It was like a
that
little.
little corner. You talking about Michael
Oh,
like
near
little corner.
Albany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying that's where I grew up at, and then like when I really started getting into shit, like I was on the South End. So I went from Maple Ave to Franklin to South Street, and then over to the West Side.
Was people really stealing like rims when you was growing up from the South End?
Hell yeah,
Because
rims
Spanish people
and
was-
rims
Puerto
and
Rican was
rims.
known for
Hell
stealing
yeah.
rims back
And
then.
Honda.
All of them was
Yeah.
blacks and Puerto Ricans.
See, when we're from the North End, we hear
The
about the
big,
Puerto
yeah,
Ricans.
they was still in the decks too.
Because you can literally go to sleep and wake up with your car on 4 cinder blocks.
Yeah, nah, but it was more. It was definitely more common back then, especially for the system. If you got a system in your shit, it's
Yeah.
over.
Nah, today's
Kias.
no.
Today's more
What
like
they stealing? What they
rims,
stealing?
like the rims,
Carburetor?
or Cadillac converters.
Cadillac converters.
Catalytic converters.
But right now it's like rims and Cadillac converters and shit like that. So it's like, you know,
back in
If
the day-
anybody have any new tires for sale,
for
hit me
real,
up.
they hitting up all the new Acts, all the new
me
Nissans,
up. I have
everything.
yeah,
you
I got
feel
a new
me?
Toyota.
I have a car. I have a car. Just hit me up and I'll tell you what kind of car I need it for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but back then it was real, man. It was really real. Like you really had to be outside.
Listen, as I get older now, I'm thankful for those people. 'Cause
You really had to,
realize-
you really had to survive.
Yeah, you
like,
realize
back
how
then.
how really tough life really is,
Yeah.
and you realize, nigga, you doing me a fucking service,
I mean,
bro.
you still gotta survive the day. I mean, cause these young dudes is just throwing ladders on shit and you
know
feel
what's
me?
the-
But they're not. I feel like back then they were moving with more principles and morals, and you really had to do something.
but-
These people moving right now.
And
If
can
you
catch a
just
stray
look at them
walking
wrong,
down- you can catch a stray just coming out your house.
yeah. I mean, back in the day too.
It wasn't
Kinda-
as likely,
yeah, nah,
though.
yeah. But back in the day, I missed that. It was like all the big drug dealers like bought the whole ice cream truck for the hood.
Yes.
They bought beers for all the folks.
Like, they took care
Everybody
of the
knew
community.
everybody. You step outside.
I mean, we
know,
knew
I know,
why you did
know,
it.
I know his son.
Yeah,
you know
we
my
know why
grandmother.
you did it, but it was cool that you did it. Like we like that you
Yeah,
did
These
it.
like-
niggas say we know why you did it.
Like we know why.
Nowadays, it's just too
It ain't
different.
the same, bro. Like the ice cream truck barely even pull up in our neighborhoods like that no more.
Nah, I barely seen one. Y'all, it's crazy that you say that because I went to the Cormega and Havoc release. Shout out to Cormega and Havoc. They got a new album that's fire. And I seen the Mr. Softy, the original
Really?
joint. The original white shit with the blue top with the original shit. I stopped. I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even want that shit. I just said, nah, come on. The original one, bro.
Listen.
The shit that used to go through the projects with the blue top, the all white shit.
Mr. Soft.
The Mr. Softy
Listen, that's why I
shit.
say
If
shout
you
out
know,
to
you
Baskin
know.
Robbins, nigga, because Baskin Robbins is still around, nigga.
Yeah, but they not like Mr. Softy shit was.
Nah, that's an original, but I'm talking like that's
Yeah.
an original for like we. two
They
different
had the
generations.
first theme song for the ice cream truck, the Mr. Softy joint.
I don't remember that one.
The first one, the regular shit.
Nigga, I'm not a '90s American baby.
They still got the regular shit
what
playing.
The fuck is Nah, I'm forgetting. I done forgot a lot of shit. Too.
Listen, I be trying to buy the kids ice cream just because I want to buy myself ice
But
cream.
I remember that like the hustlers coming through and really buying the ice cream truck out.
Yes, every kid that was playing outside got ice cream. Every kid.
That's a fact.
But also the most expensive ice cream was like $2 at the time though.
Yo, for real.
Nowadays ice cream is like $5 from the truck.
You wouldn't know what happened. You used to
Killing you.
growing up in
Oh,
Windsor.
yeah, that shit was $5, bro. That was that shit I just caught was like $5. Like damn.
Y'all want to hear what happened growing up in Windsor?
And they take cash out.
There was some white bikers that used to drive by and throw candy on people's yards.
Yo, I never knew. You know, it's crazy, bro. I never really knew nothing outside of Hartford.
Me
Like
neither.
until I got older.
Me neither.
Yeah, I never
I didn't
really
know fire
like
trucks
go to
go around.
Windsor
I didn't
or
know fire trucks
Middletown.
go around and actually do parades
I used to-
in the town.
I used to think them places was so
Mad-
far type shit.
mad-
I thought it was so white.
Yeah,
I thought it was just white people shit.
nah, real shit.
I'm not gonna lie,
Real
I'm
shit.
It
being
was.
real.
You know what's crazy about that, right? So, like, there's sections of Windsor that's just black people.
Oh
right?
yeah, most of
So,
Windsor's
like, where I
black
grew up,
now.
it was Wilson. Well, yeah, most of it now. But when I grew up in Wilson, over here by Wilson Pizza, that was just mostly where black people grew up because you had the wreck, right? But then you had like Deerfield, and then you had all apartments, pretty much where apartments are, all where black people lived at. So that's where you knew, like, all right, well, that's the only place I'm gonna go and see people like me. Everywhere else is just white people, but that's it.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
It was.
I think that's why I travel so much now.
Because you never see
'Cause
it.
you wanna
Because I
experience
never,
it, right? Yeah,
I
you
never stepped out of
You know what's funny?
Hartford.
That's
when
why I said
was
I
young,
want to go
like,
to even the surrounding cities and places like that. I just want to like see what's actually there.
For real, I'll be
bro.
quick to jump on the flight.
You wanna know what's
But
there?
I like to jump on the flight and network and all that.
Oh, and drugs
White people.
and heroin.
Bro, you know how many times I've seen? It's so crazy, right? I've gone to towns, bro, and I'm like, damn, there's literally no black people.
You want to
bro.
know how you know you're in a white town? I've learned. You want to know how
Go
you're in a white
outside
town?
of the city.
No, I'm gonna tell you. No, wait. I'm gonna tell you what to look for. If you see a lot of white people wearing white, that's how you know in a
Yeah, that's
white
different.
town,
Nah, I mean,
bro.
I just a
Think
I
about
just a
that.
white town by the way their center looks. If it's like old townish,
I don't know. I could
Nah,
just,
see, that's not.
With
See, I
boutiques.
judge it off how many white people are wearing white and the ratio of black people to white people and where I'm seeing them and their occupation.
or Range Rovers.
Because sometimes you only see the black people in that area of white people because they're working for those places there.
That's a fact.
And that's why you see the certain type of black people there, and then you see
Yeah,
what they're
but
wearing.
but that's why you don't see black people walking around there in the shop.
No, they're walking because they're going empty and shop.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah.
every black people want to enjoy the shit that they think is for white people, bro. Air quotes on that.
I be watching these white people be having a jolly old time at fucking 2:00 in the afternoon while everybody else at work. Jolly old time.
But that's how you can tell where you're
buying
at.
Starbucks.
And when you see somebody walking between jobs or coming off work at that time, compared to somebody who's just wearing white having brunch.
Nah, you got a point.
White people wearing white is just crazy though.
White people love white when they know they're really white and privileged with it.
But I think Jamaicans love white more than white
Nah,
people.
Jamaicans love white at an all-white party.
But
It has to be a party for them to wear white.
But Jamaicans find out or any reason to have an all white party.
But they only wear all white when it comes to partying. White people wear white just because it's white. I can't explain why. It's just a white people thing.
But don't Dominicans wear white because it's just white?
See, my connotations with Dominicans.
I don't think Dominicans have the all white party.
I even
thing.
say this to the Dominicans that I see in real life, so don't come for me. But my connotation when it comes to Dominicans, most of them have razor blades under their tongues.
Yo, you silly as hell.
All
Nah,
right.
I fuck
okay.
with my Dominicans, man.
Oh, I fuck
Yeah,
with them
no,
too.
no, yeah,
You don't
yeah.
think I want a nigga like that on my side, bro?
Yo, you silly as hell, bro.
A nigga who walk around with a concealed razor blade? Hell yeah. I'm ready for that. Nigga, that's gonna be my best friend, nigga. Fuck that. You gonna run up on me? My boy gonna handle that. Fuck that, nigga.
I'm staying
gonna
in the
slice
house.
your
How about
ass.
that one?
Huh?
I'm staying in the house. How about that one?
You gotta be outside, nigga. Gotta be outside. I got a last question real quick. It's kind of like a versus actually. Mad TV versus In Living Color.
And 11 color all day.
All day.
Hell yeah.
That was like
That shit was epic,
that was like the
bro.
black version of like SNL.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Like it was totally for the culture.
That shit was just different, though. That shit was way fire. That shit was too
All right.
fire.
My favorite person from MTV and Mad TV is Stewart.
I remember Stewart.
The nigga that played the kid, the baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I
Funny
don't know
as
what
shit.
you're talking about.
I don't think I've ever really
I'm
watched
not gonna
Mad
go to
TV.
bed
Like that.
tonight. You don't know that voice?
Nah, because Mad TV wasn't my. That was on like.
Yeah, I
that
was up.
on Mad TV.
I was up late.
Never mind.
I was up late. I'm the kid that watched the porn between the static.
The softcore
Yo, you
porn.
silly as hell.
The
Yeah,
softcore shit
yeah.
that don't show everything.
Yeah, I'm that. Yeah, I was up watching Girls Gone Wild, all of that shit. I was up literally watching all of that shit, bro. So trust me, I'm that kid. Anybody have any follow-up questions?
I don't have any follow-up questions.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Nigga,
chopping
you
it up.
family, nigga.
I was gonna say,
You already know.
You family, nigga. It's love, bro. This is
Been there for a while now.
That's why I said we couldn't even take this as like a regular thing because we did this twice.
Yeah, we kind of knocked out all the
exactly.
all the
That's why I
joints.
said at this point let's just
So we just chatting, man.
let's just keep it 90s real quick. Let's just take
Facts.
people back to a time real quick because I feel like a lot of people can relate because you either was born in the 90s or you were, like I said, molded in the 90s. Like
I was just raised, so I was
That's what I'm
molded
saying,
in the
molded
90s,
in
you know what
the
I'm saying?
90s.
So it's like,
I kind of feel jealous of that. I'm not gonna lie.
yo, bro, I thank God every day I was born and I was raised in that era, bro.
but I'm also glad to be as young as I am.
Yeah, that too.
like,
Also,
like
also
going
that. Also
like
that. Kid
I could
never-
tell you some like going. You know where Burger King used to be at? It used to be a Record Express. I used to get my tapes there all the time.
What, downtown?
Yeah, you know where the Burger King is at?
Yeah.
That little gold shop.
Yeah.
Right next to that was like a record store where you get all
Really?
your records and all that. That's where I first bought my first hip hop tape was the Chronic album,
Wow.
Dr. Dre.
Wow.
Yeah, and then right in front of Capital Community College, there used to be a bootlegger right there. So you used to have a blanket like New York blanket with all the CDs.
Nigga, there's a bootlegger now. They just hop on the bus with you.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't get to experience that yet.
Or the
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
the niggas that be getting you with the cards.
Nah,
the
this
three-card
dude had
Monty.
the whole like a rug, big ass rug with all the new tapes, all the new
Damn.
DVDs that
That's
came
like
out at the
Philly
time.
now.
I remember I ended up getting the cause I was big on back then. The movie soundtracks was fire.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I ended up
Yeah.
getting like the Blue Streak soundtrack tape,
Oh,
and I
shit,
got
Blue
the
Streak?
Space Jam shit.
You was copping bootlegs?
Hell yeah,
Bootlegs was the shit.
You had
Hell
to.
yeah.
You had to get your bootleg.
all that bootleg.
I ain't gonna
all
lie,
that
I had
shit.
the
Paying $13 for no damn CD, nigga. I'm about to go.
I had the
copy
blue
shit.
$5.
I had the blues.
Not
too.
even back then. It was back then it was three.
Three.
Facts.
As a Jamaican, I had the passa passa.
Yeah, but that was my shit.
I was
though.
gonna bring that up. There
That-
go my closing question. I don't
That
know
was
if
my
you
shit.
know
You know, and that man. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
year
know
it
about
was.
passa passa?
Nah,
Oh, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
yo, bro. If you like Jamaican culture, I suggest you go to YouTube and
Bro,
watch some
passa passa?
Pasta Pasta was the craziest shit, and I didn't understand none of it. I promise you, I was a young kid, and my cousin used that.
Go ahead. I'm
My
sorry.
cousin used to have these tapes, bro, and we used to go in there, sneak and watch them shits, bro.
what the fuck
It
is that?
was-
Porn?
It was porn, pretty much.
It
It
was,
was
but it
dancehall
wasn't, it
porn. It was
wasn't.
dancehall porn.
They were
So them
recording
niggas
the party.
whining
They
on
were
each other and
recording
So
the
fucking-
it's a party that they record, but you never know when the camera goes under a girl's skirt.
party. Yeah.
What you mean, like some girls gone wild type shit? Basically, Jamaican
In a
style.
way, but the camera just goes under a girl's skirt.
That shit wild.
And you never know what you're gonna
You
get.
never know.
I remember them
Sometimes
no
you go by a
punches.
girl and a girl just
I remember
flashing
them
her
them
titties.
dumbass girls gone wild commercials
Nigga,
in the
this-
middle
it
of
was-
shit.
it
type
was
shit.
This
just-
dancehall, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's a
nah,
big
this was-
dancehall
this was-
party.
I never
the
seen
party
it.
don't end till like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
7 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
so
Now,
this
people are
party going
to-
till sun
Nah,
up.
people are going to work.
Yeah.
And-
Yes. So you're watching
going
like
to
a
work?
3-hour long party on DVD, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Just to know, you don't know when the camera gonna go up somebody's skirt or a girl gonna flash you their titties or their pom pom, dog. It's just, and when you go to Pasta Pasta, you just know raunchiness. So like, Wednesday.
What do you think?
But I
Wow.
I just want to thank Mom Dukes that I was born in that era.
Bro, it was-
Yo,
That's
I'm
a
thankful
great
that I was born
time.
early enough to
You
experience
feel me?
a lot of
I got
things
the
that is
experience.
considered like.
Bro, you remember Hood to Hood?
Damn. Remember the shirts that the
Bro.
shirts with the
Bro.
they had the guns on it and everything that was hip at one time. It used to be damn. You probably was.
I don't know about that.
Hood to Hood.
Damn, it was them shirts, man. It was them shirts that had the guns on them, bro.
I
That
remember phonics books.
You remember the shirt with the dollar on it?
nah.
Yeah,
They got
the shirt
the
with the dollar in
90s,
it.
baby, from
It
here.
was the shirts with the guns on it, man. People they had different types of guns and different sayings on it, and everybody was going crazy at the time.
I remember
for
the
them
gun shirts being
If you
banned in
know,
school.
you know. You feel me? And I remember, you know what I mean?
Bands
It's the first
Yeezys.
time I don't think it was 90s, but I think it was when Diamond Guns came out with that shit. Damn, y'all don't even remember, right? I don't
yeah,
even remember.
probably.
But I remember he was
there,
the
bro.
first artist at record. Remember where Solid Gold at?
Yeah.
Solid Gold is at right now. DTLR.
Oh, yeah, yes.
It was a Record Express in there.
Really?
When the Longevity album first came out, he was doing like a sign off with the tables and shit and all that, and this nigga had fucking cardboard shits made out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you walk the cardboard shit with
Yeah.
your face on it or your body hole nigga standing in the cardboard? I thought that was the illest shit.
Damn.
Like back then, like I thought this nigga was on. I thought this nigga was
Celebrity. Like,
yo,
he's like-
I swear to God. I ain't never seen no shit like that. You walk in that Record Express, you gotta take feel me when shit was really like
Shout out to South.
You had that? I'm
You
like,
didn't see niggas.
yeah, you ain't. And back then it was expensive to have a tape or expensive to put a CD out.
You had to really want to
yeah,
do that
you
shit
feel
to
me?
be able to do it.
Had the whole booklet. Like, it was different. Like, back in the days, like, you
It's
got
not like
it
how
was
it is today.
It was worth buying a tape, and you could get the whole lyrics of all the songs on it.
Yes. With the
You get
pictures.
oh
with some
yeah,
pictures
you
and
get the
that
whole
shit.
pictures.
Right.
You just like you got a whole catalog, and it was just you might get even a poster with the shit.
You know, one of my
The shit
favorite,
will unfold into a poster.
my favorite person to ever
Yeah,
do that that's
Kanye
close
did
to
that.
me was
Fire.
Rozzy did that shit with his Kingpin tape. He literally had the CDs. He had the CD.
I fuck with Rozzy,
yeah,
too.
and then he had the whole booklet with the different photo shoots of him in there and everything.
Man, you know what I
love
miss
that.
though too a lot? Like interludes, skits.
I love skits.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day,
Yeah,
like the
this was
albums,
great.
it
Yeah,
made those
You're expecting,
albums.
like 3 skits on
Yeah,
it,
like
shit
it was,
that.
but it go with the
It go
flow,
with the
like.
flow. You're
Like
not
it's
putting
like
it on
a
shuffle. You're
story,
not putting it on shuffle.
yeah.
It all connects
I miss
together.
that. Nowadays we don't have
Albums
that.
don't make
So
it's not a full project to his point. It's
it don't
a
sound like
collective
back in the
story
day. It
no more.
really
Yeah.
sound
Yes,
exactly. It
it's not
sounded like a
collective
story. Like
you're just different tracks that you put together because you
Yeah.
made
It's not
that different
entertainment. It's just it's just a bunch of.
it's just
tracks.
a bunch of tracks.
It's not
now you're
art.
right.
It's not the same art that we're used to.
But back in the day, you got to think about it. Back in the day, for that tape, we used to wait like a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's the only tape you had
But
for a
you didn't
year.
have you didn't have the luxury
Or
of
6
shuffle.
months.
You didn't have the luxury of shuffle back like that.
And
either.
you don't have the luxury of seeing your
Nah,
favorite
no
artist.
shuffle. I mean, you could shuffle by putting different tapes in
Yeah,
the
but
motherfucker
yeah,
or different shit.
or the binders of CDs for your
yeah,
car.
in the car, bro.
Yes.
In the car. If
Instead
you
of
had
putting
that,
into the visors,
If it was for you, was the dog.
yo, my little brother was the illest with the CD collection. The illest. He had every CD. I used to steal his shit.
oh yeah,
Bro, the illest. When
you
I
know
tell you every CD, this dude was,
he was burning them shit.
bro. Nah, he was getting it from bootleggers, all types of shit, bro.
they were
But
burning
yo,
it. They were burning it.
this dude was obsessed with having every CD. Like he had every album for every artist, and he had it in alphabetical order.
Yep.
Like
That's
he
how you
had,
know a nigga was real when they had it in like
yo,
in
bro, all
alphabetical
the
order.
G Unit radios,
right.
all the Nas's,
You're
all
right.
the like, bro, all of it, the covers and
And they
everything.
handwritten. They all the titles are handwritten.
Yo,
on the CD.
when he used to see a CD missing, bro, he used to flip. What the fuck my
I was about
CD
to
at?
say, stealing the CD back then, bro. You might lose your
What?
life.
Bro,
You
he
might lose
he
your
should
life
talk
fucking around
mad
with my
shit to
CD.
me, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm the bigger, I'm the older brother, so you feel me? Fuck out of here.
Well, you had the right to whoop ass.
You feel
so,
me?
yeah.
Like, nah, but he's still cool with it. He was like, yo, nah, we was just music heads.
Damn, that was a time, yo.
Like, we went
Yeah.
from tapes to CDs.
yeah.
But the tape era was different too, because if I ain't like, for an example, if I bought a tape and I ain't like it, I record right over that shit.
I remember.
You feel me? And then just permanent marker and write what I, you know what I'm saying?
That's how we used to do even like voicemails and get our own MP3. We used to get the songs and
Oh,
we used to record
yeah.
over that shit and then just play it over.
But that's how I used to do. I used to do the karaoke. Like when I first started rapping, I was recording with a karaoke machine on tape. Shout out to Hartford. Hartford pulling the rules in my backyard, recording tapes. I think I gotta find this tape, bro. Fire. Like we recorded like damn near mixtapes on tape.
yeah.
Like and it was no punching in.
we got it's just straight.
It was no punching
It's
in.
just straight.
It was just straight rapping. Give him. He do the hook, bring it right back. You fuck up. It
But
is what it is.
That's where talent was separated.
Yeah.
Talent was you had to be
And
good at what
that's-
you did.
That's why I really don't really get into the CT politics or the music and all that. I just keep closed because I got my own opinions and I don't got time for the headache. But y'all ain't go through what we went through you feel what I'm saying, to even record and to.
But
I understand it. I'm not
No,
gonna be
no,
that
no, no,
old
no.
head. I'm not gonna be
No,
that
but-
old head and
but
you feel me?
Like I said, there's
But-
a balance with that because our generation need to know that things weren't always how it is now.
Hell no. Y'all remember when Pro Tools first came out,
Fruity
bro?
Loops and shit like that. Like I said, we need people to always remind us that
Yeah.
it wasn't as good as it is now. But then, like I said, there's people now who are making the best out of what they were given.
Damn, you don't even remember this, huh? The Sycamore instrumental tapes. They used-
The only Sycamore
if
I
you
know,
know,
is
you
Lady
know.
Saw.
Nah,
Nah, but it's another Sycamore tree.
bro, it used to be this beat CD called Sycamore. Feel me? And they used to come out with CDs like like mixtapes, but
Yeah.
just beats. So all the latest hot beats, they'll have a whole shit. Niggas know if you know about Sycamore.
I think
Sycamore.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the reference. I just used to call them.
For example, if Fab came out with a tape,
And he had
it'll
these
have
beats.
all Fab
instrumentals,
tape beats,
the
everything, all the mob beats, but all the fire shits. Everybody,
the actual
we used to
beat.
collect those Sycamore CDs. You get what I'm saying? So we used to put those in
Those
the
be the samples.
yeah, facts.
See?
Big freestyles.
But like that's what I'm saying. We need people like that to remind us like of the era, because like niggas need to know like we came from this. It wasn't always that.
It's easy right now to buy a whole setup right now, record a mixtape, and then just be an artist and say whatever you like. Nah, you really had to be. If you was an artist, you really had to be outside. You really had to be
Serious.
present. You had to be
serious.
present. Now you don't got to be present. Now you could be behind your phone,
You're right.
or you could be behind a computer. You don't have to be
You
present. Back then, word of mouth, hand in hand, that was the way to go. That was where you feel
Do
me?
you feel like it's easier today to have a team compared to back then?
Nah, back then the teams was different because you was mobbing. You was a
But
team
then-
back then was like 30 motherfuckers.
Well,
A team right now is like
a team
5.
was required back then though.
Yeah.
Low key was
Yeah,
required.
you needed that to see.
You
any
didn't
type
have
of
that. You
movement.
couldn't put that footwork in the way you was putting that footwork.
The
in.
only way to spread information was word of mouth.
Exactly. So you needed that
Nah,
footwork.
you
You
right.
needed that team. Nowadays, because of the convenience that came,
But I loved the whole team back then because it was like really like family.
and it was easier for people to mesh though, because then more than people understood that we want something.
You know what movie kind of puts all that together in the aspect of just like the music scene and all that? Backstage. You ever seen that movie Backstage?
I don't think I did.
Oh, no, I got
Go see that movie,
I'm
bro.
gonna check that one out.
I think they got it on Tubi too. You
For
feel me?
any
Shout out to
Tubi-
Go too. Shout out to
anybody
Go. I
who's
see the
still
movies
with
up on
Tubi,
Tubi.
I'm acting.
Yo, bro,
That's a-
check out that Backstage movie. It
I'm
had
looking at
it was a Rough Riders tour, Rough Rider and Rockefeller. So they had Jigga, Mint
It's like a
Bleak.
documentary.
Yeah, but bro, that's one of the most firest documentaries I ever seen.
I'm gonna check that shit out. I love.
It's
documentaries.
called Backstage.
Backstage.
It had Method Man, Redman,
I think I heard
DJ
that.
I was about to
Clue.
say, I'm pretty sure I've heard
I
of
think
it.
I heard of that.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
check
one
that
of them.
shit out.
Yo, tap in.
Yeah,
That
because
shit's
I
fire.
feel like I'm the borderline of your generation and
You like late 90s, early
Yeah,
2000s type
exactly.
shit. Yeah, I get it.
Niggas born in 93.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like
Y'all was
it's like
babies.
We're babies, so we
But
were
we still
born
got
in the
the
90s.
we got the last edge of it.
Yeah,
We
y'all
started
right there,
becoming
though.
conscious right before it started ending.
Y'all right there. Y'all,
But the
y'all,
2000s.
y'all shit was the Soldier Boy wave.
Yeah,
That was our adolescence. That was our
Yeah.
teenage
Yeah,
years.
Yeah,
that was y'all Soulja Boy.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
soak that hoe.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, no disrespect, but fuck that.
But you was at that point. You was already
You was old
like
enough to
you
say,
was old enough to be
yeah.
like, nah,
that
nigga,
was
that's
cool
the-
to us.
We was copping ringtones from Cinderellas
that
at that
was
age.
cool to us.
Next tails and all that. The ringtones.
Yeah,
the
to buy
dollar,
you a drink
the
era,
dollar,
with cheap era. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
our
that's a
era,
fact.
bro. That's our era. It's completely different to a degree. It trickled on from some of the 90s, but it had a whole different
If
shape.
you know Cinderellas, man. All the, that was the poppin'est jewelry store. If you was a nigga getting money, you was in Cinderellas getting your jewels.
See, I ain't know about
If you
that.
know, you
We
know.
weren't old enough for that.
If you know, you know. You was
Yeah,
over
no
We
there.
only
for
know
that.
candy and shit like that.
And then you go downstairs and you go get your it was a bootlegger with the bootleg CDs and he was playing motherfucking ringtones on your shit on your phone.
On your phone?
Yeah, and downstairs.
And that was the shit. If
And it was like $1 ringtone. And then mind you, I come from the shit where remember them little Nokia phones, it was 10 cents to send a text message and 10 cents to receive.
Yeah.
Phone bills be like 800, mother
Yeah.
whoop your ass.
Yeah, yep. And
You
buying
feel
the
me?
ringtone on the internet make that
Sending
shit
a
run up.
text with 10
Yeah,
cent,
that was
dog.
crazy back then.
I remember I made
Yeah,
my phone
minutes,
bill.
nigga.
I made my phone bill go
And
to
I was playing
$700.
Snake on my shit. Remember the
Yes.
game Snake?
Snake.
That was the only game that came with the phone.
Facts.
Feel me? I thought I was the shit.
Facts.
I was sending text messages like
Nice.
nothing until
Bro, I
that bill
remember I
came.
first got my first phone, bro. I ran up all my
There was no
minutes the first day.
prepaid. It was no prepaid back
Everything
then.
was prepaid.
Back
in a
then?
sense. And no, I'm
It was,
saying
there
in a
was just
sense.
minutes,
Nah,
nigga.
yeah,
in a
well, yeah,
sense.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah,
we-
yeah. But it was
That's why
kind of
I
like
said-
it was kind of like contract too, because it was that. Remember that was
Nah,
the era
that's
that
before-
after the
that's
9
before
too.
year contracts
Yeah, but that's
came
what I'm
in.
saying, after
Remember,
the
year
9,
phone
yeah.
contracts.
Yeah.
Phone contracts are not always 2 years.
You right?
Phone contracts was already
Or
a year.
yearly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yearly, yeah.
So that was before it transitioned to that.
Facts.
Everything was prepaid.
Yo, that
before
shit was
Everything
crazy.
prepaid.
Everything.
Virgin Mobile, all of that. Everything was prepaid. Singular
many minutes you
wireless.
got a
all of
month?
that shit. Exactly.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Mm.
I had
Yeah,
the little Nokia joint.
This was reminiscent, man. We can
Yeah.
keep going, man. Last words. Close it up.
Man, just want to shout out to all the supporters that, you know what I'm saying, been rocking with the brand, see the growth, see the journey, and just been rocking with me through this trial and error. And I want to thank y'all for having me on the platform. Feel me? If y'all want to
Nigga,
reach
you
out to
welcome
me.
all the time, nigga. Shit,
You know,
already
but
the
you
vibe.
know, as always, everybody doing anything. Everybody's schedules is hectic. Y'all made time
Nah,
for
but you
me.
always working.
I made time for y'all, and I
But you're always
appreciate
working.
that.
That's always.
But I'm always grateful, bro. One thing I'm never, you know what I'm saying, I never take advantage. I'm always grateful and appreciative of the people that still allow me to do my thing on the platforms. You ain't got to do that, feel me?
I appreciate that.
So I
dog.
appreciate
Well,
that.
we're
Appreciate you,
grateful
bro.
for you making the time for us and reciprocating.
Always,
Exactly.
man. It's all love. Y'all
Exactly.
family at this point, so, you know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm like,
That's
man.
why
I'm like, man, bro, I'll text you over. I say, yo, bro, just give me a date. This date don't work with me, but I fuck around. I could do it next week. Come on,
That's
feel
what
me?
we're interested. We make it work. We're all
Facts.
just getting busy and busy. Booked and busy. That was what we talked about at the beginning of the year. Booked and busy.
But the closing, man, I just want to tell everybody, man, follow your dreams, man. Follow your goals. Like, take them risks.
Facts.
Like, stop being so scary and stop, you know what I mean? The 9 to 5 is cool to get where you want to go as a stepping stone, but make sure when you clock out of that 9 to 5, you
go just
also
hard.
clock in to work in your dreams.
Just as hard, if not harder.
You feel me? Just how you put effort to go out every night to these clubs, and you already, it's Monday, you already thinking about Saturday to go cop a fit and go take that same energy and apply that to your goals. Take that same bread and apply that to what you really want to get out of life. Find your purpose. Really dig for that purpose and stop just going to work and just doing that routine. Like break out of that routine and find something. Try to find your niche, whatever it is. Like, just step out that box. You know what I mean?
Be the best you that you possibly can be.
Yes. And no matter what, if it leaves you
Regardless of who
broke,
agree or disagree with it.
money is material things, bro. It's always tangible. You could always get money. You feel me? You just got to be a hustler, you know, all that. I understand it's easier for some than others, but just taking that risk and taking that step forward and stop procrastinating like we got all the time in the world to live. God forbid, I could be going tomorrow.
Probably got
You
10
get what I'm
summers
saying?
left.
Who knows? But while you here, make this shit count.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. What he said.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, my closing words. What he said.
What he said. It's either that or I'm gonna just say some asshole shit. So let's just.
Yo, I swear to God, I was gonna say some wild ass shit. So I'm like, nah, today's not the time.
Yeah, let's leave on a positive note tonight.
Yeah.
Let's leave it like that. We're gonna be positive. It's almost Friday, so
Yep.
yeah, let's
Yes,
be
sir.
great and be amazing.
So
you know?
follow us.
And please, wait. This most likely will be out before that. Y'all need to go to Dub Day.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
August
calling it
3rd.
Dub Day.
August 3rd is
I'm
Dub
calling it
Day.
Dub Day.
Everything is a dub. Don't ask me the price.
It's a
Everything
dub.
is
Dub.
a dub. Jackets, hats, shirts,
Come with 100 and you leave
rugs,
with a couple fits.
everything. A dub.
So
You never know
dub.
what I'm gonna have at Dub Day. I'm gonna have you just.
I'm gonna get the family right. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm getting the family right.
So we lit.
It's
It's
a
up.
dub.
It's a dub.
Facts.
You got that.
You got that. Save
Everybody
it up from now.
got that.
Save it up from now.
Especially to be fly as fuck.
Facts. And some quality shit. Thank you guys for tuning in. Follow us as well, too, at Weed and Whiskey Podcast everywhere except for Instagram. It's
Cause-
WNW Podcast.
Because everybody doesn't like us like that. So,
Exactly.
whatever.
But you love us, and that's what matters.
So you're going to follow. Subscribe.